And attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Bartesian brings you the warm, inviting sound of a holiday cocktail being crafted in the comfort of your home. Bartesian is the premium cocktail maker that, at the push of a button, creates over 60 seasonal and premium cocktails, each in under 30 seconds. Visit your local Total Wine and More to see our most compact cocktail machine, the Bartesian Duet, in action. Pick one up for yourself at Total Wine and More or on Bartesian.com. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
This November, give thanks for the gift of clear vision with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've been serving Central Florida for over 30 years, helping thousands see life in high definition. Don't let poor vision blur your holiday memories. Simply text 1041 to 868686 today and take advantage of their 24-month interest-free financing. Schedule your free consultation now, and you could be seeing clearly by Christmas. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades. Text 1041 to 868686 for your free LASIK consultation now.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Give Me the VIN is also the best place to sell your classic or collectible. Whether it's one car or an entire collection, they want your muscle car, your hot rod, your old square body pickup. They love resto mods. Go to gmtvcc.com. That's Give Me the VIN classic and collectibles to sell your classic or collectible car or truck and avoid the seller's commissions, tire kickers, and lowball offers on the internet. GiveMeTheVIN.com is America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max used for adults only.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The news Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From his Thanksgiving ruined to Jay Leno gambling rumors surface after another accident and the bizarre way to fix RFK Jr.'s voice. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And how's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good.
Great. Doing fantastic.
Oh, I don't know if I believe you today.
Don't believe me. That was a lie.
Why are you being sarcastic? Fantastic.
Well, you know what? I'll just get right to it. I thought that the company-wide potluck for Thanksgiving was today.
And you brought in rolls?
I didn't bring in.
Oh,
now,
no.
that would be easy to just put into a fridge or a cabinet until tomorrow, right?
What'd you do?
I went to a Friendsgiving last night, and there was a full tray of homemade stuffing that was untouched. And they're like, we're just going to trash it. And I go, do not. I'll just bring it to the potluck.
You brought a whole tray of stuffing?
Listen to this.
Oh, no.
I am not a cook. I just don't do it. It's not in my blood. And so there was a whole thing as they're handing it to me. They're like, all right, you want to preheat it, but you want to put chicken broth on it. And then for this amount of time, and then maybe a little bit of butter to make sure it's moist. I did all of that. I didn't have chicken broth. I had to go to Publix this morning to get chicken broth.
Did you dress up today for the turkey potluck?
I put on a nice makeup. I put on a nice shirt. I text Jack because I'm looking at the time because of, of course I can't time things properly. And I was like, hey, can you meet me at the elevator? And he's like, what'd you need? And I'm like, can you put this in the potluck? And he goes, for tomorrow? Oh. And I go, you're messing with me, Jack. Come on. Do you want me to put it in the fridge? It's tomorrow. So here I am. I mean, it's like 8 pounds of stuffing. I can't.
Yes.
Can you double reheat this? I do not know. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. This is why.
That's one way to look at things. Or you're the first. You're the first one for the Thanksgiving potluck.
You were so excited to contribute to the Thanksgiving potluck.
I even added to the Google sheet. I'm like, Sabrina will bring the last empty slot of stuffing.
Oh,
Stupid
man.
Idiot me.
Oh, I think will it still be good for tomorrow, you think? You know about this food stuff.
I don't see why not, as long as it's not sitting out in the danger zone for too long.
What's the danger zone?
It's a
highway?
No, it's a temperature area where bacteria grows.
Yeah. So not hot, not cold, danger zone.
Perfect.
But well, you look nice, and
Thanks.
you got your Thanksgiving stuff all ready for tomorrow. Those are the good things that
I'm
you
not coming
have.
tomorrow.
And now we put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse, and we see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the President of the United States of America, currently Joe Biden.
Come on now.
All right, I might have to boost the audio on this, but one of the reporters, as he was headed to the plane and he was about to fly out of there, was begging the president for an interview. And she's like, happy birthday, will you please just answer some questions, please? And then she's just begging. Let's see if I can get this with the audio we have or if I have to boost it. She goes, will you talk to us, sir? Will you please?
Get to the press. Will you please talk to us? Mr. President, President Biden. Please, we haven't heard from you all press. Mr. President.
Oh, my gosh.
She's
And
screaming.
he doesn't hear one thing.
Then she's going to go, look, I'm competing with an airplane.
I don't know that I would hear her very well next to an airplane like that. You expect Biden to?
The way she's screaming, it feels like her job's on the line. Like, if she doesn't get this interview, she's toast.
This is it. This is my final day. I don't want to be unemployed for Thanksgiving, for God's sake. She said, Mr. President, happy early birthday. For your birthday, will you talk to us, sir? As a gift to the press, will you please talk to us? Mr. President, President Biden.
As a gift to the press on his early birthday? Does she know how birthdays work?
She doesn't. She's just desperate, man. She really screaming.
That last one.
It'd be hilarious if you just, like, on the last couple steps, just turn around and give her a little thumbs up and sorry.
Thank you.
Not going to happen.
You didn't do the interview.
Not allowed to have a mini megaphone with you?
I don't
Get
know.
his attention?
I don't know if the press corps is allowed to have any kind of like device to help them out. Be a little louder over there.
Why do they give him like a little press area and the likeliness of the president speaking to them seems low? Like maybe we can just plan this ahead of time instead of the poor girl screaming at someone who cannot hear her.
She sounded so desperate. She just wanted to talk. Talk to us. This sounded like a little kid who wanted to play with his friends or something, and his parents weren't letting him.
No, it sounded like a little kid who's at Disney, and the parade is going by, and he desperately wants Mickey Mouse to come by and like hug him.
I've been waiting so long. Oh, there you go.
And Mickey's just walking.
Mickey doesn't give a damn.
He didn't even flinch. He heard zero.
No. I don't think he did. Yeah, I don't think he picked up on it. Well, we're doing early Thanksgiving here on the show, obviously. We're preparing for things.
Go get the stuffing.
It's here. It's right here. It's right here. I didn't even have time.
I would put that in the fridge.
It's warm.
Okay, all right.
It's still warm. Oh, my God, it's huge. You weren't kidding.
Man. It's huge. It was like, so I just, after heating it all morning at the particular temperature or the right spot or whatever.
She's got
with the
a
broth
thing
and
of
butter.
stuffing that's about as big as if you were at a wedding and they have one of those big, what do they call those things?
It tastes good.
See, what do they call when you have like a big
half
like aluminum? Half pan. Like a half pan of this stuff.
You would put it in a chafing dish. Chafing or chafing? Chafing.
Bought a brand new spoon. Put my name on it because I want it back.
Oh, you're just a little early, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. You got to get that thing during the break in the refrigerator.
Bitter about it now.
Well, Thanksgiving is here early for us, and that means we'll continue something we just brought up at the end of the show yesterday. And I want to know if you are worried about a fight breaking out on Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving going to be ruined by
stir this up again?
Yeah, by some of the politics in your family? And if so, we want to know about the character that we're discussing here. Like, is it an uncle? Is it an aunt? Is it your grandpa? Who's the one who you think is just going to toss some grenades in there and upend Thanksgiving? Because I'm seeing more and more stories like this every day. This one was from NPR, and it says, have a politically divided family. These tips help you talk across the dinner table. And
Thanks,
they discussed
NPR.
about, number one says, focus on your breathing. When we face potential conflict, our body's automatic response may not help us regulate our emotions, this says. Our pupils will dilate, and we often feel angry at the other person. Number two, refocus the conversation goals, it says. I have to tell you, oftentimes I can read these stories and I go, oh, I totally connect with that, or I can understand this, or I can understand that. I don't understand this at all. I don't understand it at all because I think and maybe you disagree, but this is just a me thing. I'm not bothered by these kind of conversations. I like antagonistic conversations. I like debates. I like talking about these things. It doesn't bother me at all. If there was somebody at the Thanksgiving table, I swear to God, you can believe me or not, across from me,
I 1,000% believe you.
and the person said, I am a Marxist communist. I want the United States government to be overthrown, and I want us to be like China / Soviet Union policies. I don't care if everybody goes into poverty. And I would be like, wow, that's dumb. But it wouldn't bother me at all. I would never I don't even know
you
if my
have to
blood
consider
pressure would
everyone
rise.
else at the table.
I
Because
get
you're
that.
willing to spar with words with that crazy uncle or aunt you just described. But everyone else is going to be uncomfortable. And that's what I think people are trying to avoid, that there's not just two people at the Thanksgiving table.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I led with this. I'm putting it out there. I think I'm maybe built different on this, and I don't care. I'm not bothered by this kind of
But
stuff.
also like kind of hoping for it so you can talk about it when we get back from the break.
Oh, yeah. I always want fireworks. I always, if there's something fun that goes down, I'm like, all right, here we go. Now we got something to discuss. It's all content, folks, at least in my world. You can make it content in your world, too. It's just a little dedication and a lot of not caring. Some people are really, they're different. They're different than I am about this. And if there's a disagreement or things come up, I don't know if people take it more seriously. Or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm willing to hear these stories. And if there's somebody who you think is going to ruin your Thanksgiving dinner, tell me why and tell me who the person is, because I want to know about that character.
Courtney's family's about to dispatch in. I think it's going to be Sean.
They might.
I think Sean wants to make content out of the family dinner.
But here's the thing. I'm never the person.
Whoa, watch those hands.
I am never the person. I will never go, hey, what'd you guys think about the election? I am not going to start the fire. I'm not going to throw the first grenades. I absolutely am not that person. But if somebody else does, I kind of get like a Cheshire cat grin, and I go, oh, how's everybody going to take
You get
this?
an ear boner.
I do a little bit. I'm looking around like, yeah, okay.
Why is Sean seeping from the ears right now?
This is exciting. What's happening here? I'll always hear things brought up in conversation that I know are triggers. And damn it, how do I tell you this story without telling you this story?
Okay. This is a fun dance.
Okay. Let's say there was a person who you're at the table with who is doing something that the rest of the family thinks is weird, and then nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Nobody discusses it. And then one person goes, hey, isn't this thing kind of weird? Like that, right? And then I just go,
Yeah, but what kind of thing?
Oh.
Are you talking about like how they're eating the turkey? Or are you talking about life choices?
I can't talk about it. Yeah,
I feel like you're are you talking about one of us?
No, not one of you at all. I'll tell you off the air, but not a discussion for on the air. And when somebody broaches that, the forbidden topic, the thing that nobody's talking about, when somebody just pulls that pin and throws that grenade over, I go,
here we go.
It's happening right now. I don't think C-Lane cares much about this.
It would be like the time like I was at the airport waiting in line to check our bags, and I thought I was about to see a public freak out. And I was reaching for the phone, because this lady was yelling. And but by the time, it's just like my dog or my baby, by the time the camera comes out, all the fun stuff is stopped.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean when you're kind of just like, you get in pouncing position. You're ready.
Somebody else asked the question, like BDMX Con on Twitch says, who did everybody vote for and why? just throw that out there.
Let's go around the table.
For a second, you shudder, and then you go, what's everybody's going to say? What's everybody going to say as a response to this?
Instead of what they're thankful for, let's talk about who we voted and when you made that decision.
There was a story I read this morning.
And why do you hate women?
And it was about a couple. All right. And okay, it's about this couple. Here it is. Gene Safer and Richard Brookhiser. It says they are no strangers to disagreement. The couple has been disagreeing with each other for almost half a century. Safer is a psychoanalyst and describes herself as a liberal. Brookhiser says he's a conservative Republican and works for the National Review.
And
the two of
they're
them,
lovers?
Yeah, they're friends. They're very good friends. Oh, no. They're married. They're married. They said there's only been a handful of times
for half a decade.
they voted for the same person, and they've been disagreeing for half a decade. They've always stuck up for each other and always found ways to talk about most topics, although there's things they don't discuss at all. And they said one thing that's off the table is abortion. And so I thought to myself, you imagine just being at Thanksgiving table with the two of them and you want to light it up and you're like, so how's everybody feel about abortion?
Can you pass the fetus? I mean, cranberry sauce.
It's so explosive. And I want to know how you feel about it. So that's one of our dispatch topics today. Let us know, and let us know who that person is in your life that you're sort of worried about. All of this says, I see a story that doesn't match up with my reality. The story is Thanksgiving meals are expected to be cheaper in 2024 as turkey prices drop. Now, I'll tell you this as somebody who just went to the grocery store last night.
We saw your in-depth tweet about turkey prices.
Oh, my God.
It's blowing up on TikTok with 250,000 views overnight. Blowing up.
Oh, wait, there was a video version of this?
Yeah. No, I just made a little video, posted it up there.
It's a little video.
And took off on Facebook, took off on TikTok big time.
Congratulations.
But it was an honest question. And I said, and maybe C-Lane knows more about this. I didn't get any satisfactory answers.
Actually, somebody had a really good answer. Let me find it while you explain this.
Okay, so I go over to where the turkeys are. Courtney says, they got the turkeys in. And I said, okay, cool. And I'm looking at all the turkeys. And I see a big turkey. And let's say it's 18 pounds. The turkey is $42. And I said, whoa, that seems pretty expensive for a turkey. It's a big turkey, but $42 seems pretty expensive. And I said, well, maybe this is the fancy one. So I look over, and there's the Butterball turkey right next to it. Butterball turkey, same size. I look at them. They both say young turkeys. They both say like the same stuff about no antibiotics.
Hey, that's that band we had at Just Okay.
They both say all of the same things, right? Like same exact buzzwords on all the turkeys. The expensive one is $42. Excuse me. The Butterball one is $18. And then I find a third turkey with like no branding or anything on it. And it's the same weight as the other two turkeys, but it's $7. And I said, well, how are all these turkeys are young turkeys. They all have all the same things.
Yeah, but the young turkeys, the $7 ones, did some like underage drinking and drug use.
Well, I heard things about these turkeys. I don't know how much of it is true, and it's worth tossing out there to everybody else. But I said, why is one turkey $42, one is $17, and one is $7 when they're all the same size and they all have the same things? They all say the same buzzwords on there.
Okay, the short answer from our friend Eric.
Okay, is he the one who talked about that these birds were actually old, or that wasn't him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because one person said the birds that are $7, he said, I can guarantee you they're 2 or 3 years old.
So they're lying on
So
the
they're
label.
not young turkeys.
Well, that's a young when it was frozen.
Or young when it was.
And I said, that doesn't seem right. So, all right, what's the Eric comment say?
He says, kosher is always more expensive. Guess on the count of it getting certified part.
Yeah.
Although the difference between the kosher and the Butterball was still pretty significant, right?
Huge. $17 to $42.
Butterball has the brine already included, and Publix brand is literally just a turkey in a bag with nothing else.
Huh.
But my statement was, if I cook all three of these turkeys, am I going to tell the difference, or is the $7 turkey
if you just take them
out of the
bag, if you take them out of the bag and cook them? First of all, salt them, please. But if you just take them out of the bag, salt them and cook. Well, actually, and not salt them and cook them. The brined one will be juicier because it's been sitting in a salt solution, and it's why people brine turkeys so they're not too dry.
But I can brine the $7 one, right? And that doesn't seem like it would be too expensive.
Right. It's just time consuming, and
okay, all right,
Brine time.
Yeah. You have to thaw it that much earlier, and then let it soak in the thing. You have to have a pot big enough to brine it in.
The expensive one is just ready to go versus the time it would take.
Ready to go, and some people were saying it was kosher. I did not see kosher on it, but maybe it did say kosher on it. And kosher means obviously blessed by a rabbi, and the factory has to abide by certain policies to make sure the meat is clean and stuff. I just can't see that much of an uptick in pricing. It doesn't make sense to me. It's crazy to me. Anyhow, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We'll hear from you on all this and so much more. Is Thanksgiving ruined? Is it going to be more exciting than ever? Who is the family member that's going to possibly throw the grenades in for you? Explain that person to us.
What do I do
all
with
of
the
those
stuffing?
things. over on, is Sabrina stuffing now an alarming problem for all of us? Tell us.
A couple
let us know.
texters said it should be good, and I definitely trust them with
Is
my
there an
food.
oven here? I'm not bringing this back home.
Yeah. No, you don't have to, I don't think. I think can't you put it in the refrigerator?
Yeah, but who's reheating it tomorrow?
Oh, that's the problem.
There's
Maybe
probably
Jack
going
will
to
do
be
it.
chafing dishes.
All right, let's chafe it up then. I'm
I
not
think it
bringing
might be
that
good.
back home.
Well, if you got info on that, we'll also take
Please.
those dispatches and emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, Dr. Feelgood is in some big, big trouble. What did this particular doctor do? Well, you're not going to believe it unless you hear it. So stick around for just a minute or two and go on a ride with us. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Move over and slow down for emergency vehicles and police activity on the roadways. There's a couple of accidents to keep an eye out for here where Orange Avenue meets Robinson Street. The off-ramp is being affected due to an accident from I-4 eastbound to Amelia Street. There's an earlier accident on the Greenway near Orange Blossom Trail. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with Safe Touch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your MySafeTouch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF200002049.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. Shake your phone and get $100 off when you spend $400 site-wide through Cyber Monday. Yes, you heard me correctly. Pick up your phone and shake it for $100 off.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
What sets International Diamond Center apart from those big box jewelry chain stores?
The problem with big chain stores is that they're all run by corporate.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
That means the people at the store level just plain don't care much.
At IDC, you're not dealing with a bunch of retail clerks. You're working with a true jewelry professional who's not on commission and not beholden to a bunch of corporate dictated rules and policies.
When you're in big corporate world, everybody operates out of a manual or a big book of rules. At IDC, we don't have a manual telling our people how to deal with customers. We empower our people to take care of those customers in the way they would want to be taken care of.
Get the respect, guidance, professionalism, and genuine care you deserve from people who put you first.
We tell them point blank, do whatever it takes to make the customer happy, period.
International Diamond Center, locally owned, internationally connected.
We want them to take care of you, protect you, and make it the best experience that you could possibly have.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations and always at shopidc.com.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
2025s are here. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Check out the bold and colorful new 2025 Kicks or used cars from $8,968. And your credit problems are no problem at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home with a lifetime warranty.
Plus tax and fees with approved credit.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
Show. You can record yours, video or audio, over at thenewsjunkie.com. It should just take you a moment of time. Say hello, join the family. We appreciate you, and we're waiting for yours over on thenewsjunkie.com. Have you ever had a doctor that seemed, I don't know, unprofessional, I should say, I guess?
Yes.
Have you ever had a doctor you were like, what the hell? Like, I haven't had a doctor like this. I'll give you an example, though, of something similar. I've told the story about my guitar teacher, which was the weirdest thing in the world. My guitar teacher would go, all right, Sean, here's how you play Casey Jones by the Grateful Dead or Money by Pink Floyd. And I'd be strumming and I'd be like, Casey Jones, and he'd go, I'll be right back. And he'd go into the bathroom and you could hear him. You could hear him snorting.
Okay.
Yeah. And you hear him doing it. And then he'd come back out, and I'm still playing this song. I'm playing a little Casey Jones, and he'd come back ripped. Oh, I'd be playing Money then.
Yeah, bring the guitar back. Now do the guitar teacher after snorting a rail, and then he's a little bit aggravated, and he says, this is how you play it.
Sean, you're doing it all wrong, Sean.
Yeah. It's just like that. Come on, do it. Stupid.
He would have me keep playing the song. So I'm playing the song Celia was playing, and he'd come back after doing all that snorting and be like, wow, there. And he'd be just ripping on the guitar soloing. I say, this seems unprofessional. So I toss to you, have you ever had a doctor that was like that? A doctor that you just go, I don't know about this.
Okay, so there's two instances that pop in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the lesser of the two was I went to ear, nose, throat doctor.
Okay.
And I mean, I must have picked the wrong day to do it or the wrong time slot, because he's like, all right, cool. Yeah, here's your referral. Yeah, we're going to have to just stuff this. And then before he explained what was going on, lifted my head up, his junk was like right on my knee or shoulder, whatever it was, and stuffed a camera down my throat, like the bedside manner was off. I was like, what the hell is going on? Obviously never went back.
Hit the brakes, buddy. Slow down just a little bit here.
And then when I was in college, I had woken up and one of my lymph nodes right on the side of your neck.
Yeah.
One was like very swollen, so I went to the clinic that's on campus, and that's like in Fort Myers. It was, I mean, they were 80 to 90 years old easily.
Old people.
And so I'm sitting on the patient table. I'm like, yeah, my lymph node on my neck is very swollen. And he goes, all right, I'm going to have you lay down. And then all of a sudden he's like, well, I've got to, and he's just hands on my pelvis area.
Oh,
I go,
sir.
That's not the spot.
Yeah, my problem's up here. My problem is...
I was like, oh, we got to check them all. And I'm like, that seems wrong.
C-Lane, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had a doctor where you go, whoa, what's happening here?
I've had a doctor that I really didn't love their bedside manner, but I didn't find it, I can't remember any of them that I found to be just unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have doctors that I really like their bedside manner. They were like really cool and made the experience better.
There are a lot of great doctors out there, and then there's this guy. The guy we're going to talk about now is a doctor who is in trouble. He's in trouble now because of some things that happened here. He is in Northeast Arkansas, and his name is Dr. David DeFinney. And Dr. David DeFinney, well, he was up to more than just helping people out, which is what you would expect from a doctor. He was doing some stuff in his office that ended up with him on the news and now on the show. Let's see what happened with this particular Dr. Feelgood. Here he goes.
Northeast Arkansas physician who had his license suspended. The suspension of Dr. David DeFinney stemmed from a complaint sent into the state medical board in July related to alleged inappropriate sexual contact in one of his medical offices.
All right.
We sent in a Freedom of Information Act request to the Arkansas State Medical Board to get access to DeFinney's file. According to the investigators' report, DeFinney denied all of the claims listed in the complaint. Macy Davis joins us now, breaking down what we learned.
All right, just so you know, the doctor can deny all of the claims that he wants. There's video of inside the office, and if
Why
you're watching
is there
us,
video?
you'll see it in a second. He had security cameras inside the office, not in the rooms.
Patient room. Okay, I had to say
No.
that's illegal.
In the general office area, he had these security cameras, and boy, did they capture some things. Let's see what they say here in this report.
The board received the complaint on July 17th. It included multiple video files, and we do want to warn you the video is graphic. We have censored it due to the explicit content. Anyone who might be sensitive to this content may want to change the channel.
Warning City.
According to board
All right,
documents.
here he is. See what the problem is? Anybody notice the problem just yet?
He's naked.
He's fully naked in the hallway.
But with a hat on.
He's got a hat on, but
Why?
nothing else, and he's walking around the office.
This video was taken in 2019 at DeFinney
it's
Family
very
Practice
nonchalant.
in Blyville.
Yeah, he's just chilling. It's like nothing's
on his
happening
phone.
here. Me? Oh, I'm just naked.
In it, Dr. David DeFinney can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms.
I'm
Another
sorry.
video clip.
This was the thing that they thought was going to be too disturbing and people should change the channel for?
We haven't learned all of the things just yet. There are more things to learn here. Let's
Sent
see.
in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of.
Okay, now you can
Whoa,
see
dude.
there's 3 women in the office, and the doctor is completely naked.
He looks like he's about to helicopter right now.
He does.
Look at this. He's smiling. I love that he still has his AirPod in. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
he's just
song
chilling.
He's listening to. When that first footage, I'm like, oh, it's obviously after hours.
Yeah,
That's why he's walking around naked. Oh,
It might be before any patients have showed up or something, but he's in the office. There's 3 women that are working for him, and he's completely nude right
All
now.
of them
The women.
staring at their
The clip
computer.
ends with him ejaculating on her. According to the documents,
That's not rip. I mean,
what?
Yeah. I mean, you heard it. This is this guy. I don't know too much about this woman's involvement, but I know this. The story says one of the video clips shows the doctor walking around the receptionist's office naked in front of 3 women. He performed a sexual act directly on one of the women. The clip ends with him,
Yeah.
Wow.
So, we're not anywhere near the end of the clip, are we? Or,
No.
No. Because the first thing I thought of was like, he did that with no hands?
he's going to do it. Well, they're not going to show that part.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they'll probably cut that part out is what my guess would be. Let's see where this goes from here.
not only did the woman work in Diffenay's office as a lab tech for another company, she was one of his patients. According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all happened during business hours.
They
also claimed Diffenay used his quote.
Stop. He just, for a second there, he did his little stretch, and then he just kind of did the old sway clap. Like if you could hear him, he was just telling the ladies, fully naked, like,
you're in the splash
Monday, am I right?
Yeah, here we go. And this says, in the attached flash drive, you'll find videos of Dr. David Diffenay and how he has run his practice for years. Dr. Diffenay uses the term naturist along with his position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases, and other things to groom employees and patients into repulsive sexual acts, this says. These videos were all taken in his office during business hours and by his cameras. They said he's just
been happening.
Oh, yeah. They said this has happened for a while. He says, I'm a nudist. I'm not doing anything weird. These people were interested in doing this with me. I wasn't forcing anybody to do anything.
Yeah,
and they're saying, look, like this was attached to him giving raises and various other things. We'll pause for just a moment here. And
This
when we
is
come
wild.
back, we'll get into more of what this doctor was up to here. And we'll hear from you as well. So join us with your dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, all that and you and your emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. That is coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Get you some ear gravy.
Ear gravy? What the hell is an ear gravy?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Good morning. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for this morning, as you're heading out the door, expect mild temperatures and a couple of hit and miss showers. Overall, we're not expecting a widespread washout of a day, but about a 50% chance of rain. Temperatures will also climb into the mid to upper 70s, even the low 80s for a few spots ahead of tonight's cold front. That cold front arrives overnight, giving way to temperatures in the 60s for highs tomorrow and overnight lows in the 40s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
Looking for a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday? Go straight to the source, Lenovo.com, and get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay.
Let's go! Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything's possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The great American race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Are you a chronic interrupter? Incapable of letting other people talk? Do those people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have a 120-night sleep trial so you can get your money back if a bed's not right. That way anyone, even someone like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See
Congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, Ready Whip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays? Without Ready Whip.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season. But if you're injured, just call Mo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
As always, when the show is live on the top of the newsjunkie.com or just search for The News Junkie on YouTube or twitch.tv and just have a huge hit of Galaxy Gas to get you through your day and hang out with us.
People still doing that? I haven't tried it.
So. Oh, you should. It's
Is it not the same thing as Whip It?
It is.
No, they have flavors.
Wait, they have flavors now? I didn't even know that.
I thought so. Wait, look, Galaxy Gas.
So like flavors going in, or you got a different trip once it kicks in?
No, I think he's talking flavors like cotton candy style thing, but I don't know.
Maybe that's what I should bring to the potluck.
You could. Those really mix things up at the company Thanksgiving
they have
party.
Stuffing flavored?
All right, let's go back to this story we were talking about this Dr. Feel-Good guy, or
It's
Feel Bad.
unreal, man.
In this case, it's so strange, and this is one of these people who hides behind stuff. Like this guy, in my estimation, is totally hiding behind the idea that he's a naturist or I'm just a nudist. These are the things that I do.
But you can't hide behind that. People that actually are nudists and naturists immediately say it's not a sexual thing. We frown
They
upon
don't do
that.
this.
You're not supposed to masturbate onto anybody.
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with at like a professional place like this that you go to where everything's above board, doing any of this.
So the idea that this is not his first incident with this, is mind-blowing to me.
And the guy goes, "What are you talking about? I didn't do any of this stuff. Get out of here." It's on camera in his doctor's office, and it's him wandering around completely nude by these employees. And we're getting into some of the details that happened here. And I see a lot of people on chat and elsewhere that are going, "Well, why didn't these ladies leave? Why didn't they leave?" I don't know. But it doesn't make what he did right. You say like, well, this guy did it. So let's say somebody in your office right now, wherever you work, starts walking around doing this. If you go, "God, Mark is weird. What is he walking around naked? He's doing X, Y, and Z." And if you put up with that for a week, should somebody who looks at it go, "It's not weird because this guy stayed there for a week while Mark was walking around naked"? No, it's still weird that Mark is a doctor and he's walking around naked and he's doing sexual things to these people.
Absolutely. It's not something that just has a black and white definition of how to handle. And if you didn't do it that way, then he's fine to go ahead and walk around naked and ejaculate.
This is not something that happens in a regular doctor's office.
Unbelievable. Anyone who's defending him because the ladies didn't move is insane. And how dare you?
I think that's weird. Even if the women were participating in this, and it seems like one maybe was or something. We'll listen to more of the story in a second here. But even if they were, it doesn't make it right that anybody, especially an employer, would be doing that. So let's sink in and see what this investigation from the local TV station KAIT says.
Position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts.
Tied to raises.
One person agrees. Dr. Bradley Diner with the Arkansas Medical Foundation wrote, quote, "The pervasive behavior leads to concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder."
She says at least one person agrees. I hope more than that agree. I hope it's not like we asked the board of doctors and all of them said no big whoop, but Dr. Bradley Diner of the Arkansas.
Maybe he pays them really well.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what kind of raise. I don't know if there's enough of a wage raise for that to happen.
Yeah, it's a
my
weird gig.
personal opinion. I don't know if you guys have a number.
I wouldn't want it in my workplace either. I think it would be very odd, very off-putting. And let's see what the doctor said. They said this perverse behavior leads to concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder.
Of paraphilia, which may in fact cross boundaries with his delivery of medical care. An investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Defanay in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Defanay
He's getting pizza right now. He's completely naked in his doctor's office, and he's by 3 female employees, and he's looking through pizza boxes right here in the office. This is what this guy is up to.
There were video clips.
They didn't. They did. They were just sitting there. None of them are looking at him. For those of you who obviously can't see, none of the women in the office are looking at him, but he's fully nude with just a hat on, opening pizza boxes.
Of his actions, Dr. Defanay said, quote, "I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about." End quote. K8 News attempted to call Defanay at his various offices for a comment. We also called his personal phone number and left a voicemail. We received no response. So we went to his home to see if he would answer our questions.
They're trying to get him.
Answer is fully nude.
I'm going to ring one more time.
Hey.
And she's ringing the doorbell.
We noticed a vehicle near his home at the time. No one came to the door.
Damn. He's in a ritzy neighborhood. He is in a very, this is a mansion over here that is across from his property. So this guy is making some money as he's doing all this stuff.
Reached out to his cell phone through text after we stopped by, but we did not get a response back. This isn't the first time Defanay has been investigated by the medical board. Earlier this year, someone complained about what Defanay calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Defanay was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts.
Okay.
The complainant included screenshots from Defanay's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to
Naked Dr. Dave.
Defanay said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He cited the practice as promoting acceptance and body positivity, adding, quote, "We do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body."
Buddy,
you did that. That's exactly what you did.
Yeah, you definitely did those things. You can't say you don't sexualize the naked body when you're number 3.
Yeah.
This is definitely a sexualized thing. This gives a bad name to the nudists and the naturist people. They have washed their hands of this guy. They wouldn't want to be associated with this doctor in the slightest. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can see the report and the footage of this guy walking around and doing his thing over on thenewsjunkie.com during the break, so you can take a peek at this weirdo. But let us know what you think. And if you've had any doctors or people like that you've gone to and you've gone, what the hell? And their behavior just did not seem to add up to you. Here's Yes, a Doctor Listens with the Dispatch. Hello.
Hey guys, in my office, I'm always so careful not to do or say anything even remotely inappropriate in fear of getting, accused of anything. So after hearing about that story, apparently I've got a lot of leeway.
Yeah, you can relax a little bit.
Stay on your path, friend. Stay on the straight and narrow path, not where this doctor was.
Like, how was he with patients?
I don't know.
If he's willing to do this with security cameras in the lobby, and that sexual act, I hope that no one was under anesthesia while he was around.
Oh, man, I wonder. They said, okay, according to documents obtained from the medical board, the women not only worked in his office as a lab tech for another company, but one of them was also one of his patients. So one of the women was actually a patient, too. I don't know if other patients were involved in this, but I imagine you dig a little deeper, you find a little bit more here. Let's go over to Nurse Jan talking about quack docs.
Hey, guys. So I used to work for a physician who, we won't say he was anti-vax, but he would discourage people from getting their RSV vaccine or their COVID vaccine. And if they had gotten the vaccine, he would discourage the boosters. And we're talking about, most of our patients were elderly. He also said that you could only catch COVID one time. Anything after that was a false positive.
Oh, so the doctor's on the anti-COVID side, just spreading that around in his place. I find that to be, I don't know. I was going to say less bad than doing what the naked guy was doing. It probably is. It's at least less bad in the immediate sense. One more here. Let's go over to Funny Name with the Dispatch.
Hey, guys. Happy day. I'm going to mess this up, so I'll paraphrase it as best I can. Native American man and his grandson are selling moccasins on the roadside, and the grandson asks, why do we sell a $20 moccasin and a $50 moccasin when they're the same thing? And the grandpa says, some people just want to spend $50 on a pair of moccasins. Could the turkey scenario be that simple as if some guy wants to big D it and say that he spent $42 on his family's turkey and he could pound his chest and be all proud of it? Could it be just that simple that some people just want to spend more money?
Honestly, I do believe that when I go into a grocery store like I did and see a $42 turkey, same weight as a $17 turkey, same weight, and all the same things and attributes as a $7 turkey, I do think there's a big portion of that is marketing, and just marketing alone. Then there's other tiny things like the brine. C-Lane was talking about, hey, this turkey is ready for prime time. It's already ready to go. You just put it in the oven or do whatever you want with it. And the other turkey maybe is not. One is kosher, one is not. Those kind of things factor in a little bit. But I do think there are some people that go in and go, give me the biggest, most expensive turkey you have. And somehow they
that
feel
has
like that's
to taste good.
Yeah, it must be the best one. And sometimes you don't even know. People go, the $42 one is so much better. And they'll go, well, they're all bought from the same farm. It's all bought from the same farm in some occasions. So it's interesting how this works. And we'll take more of your dispatches on this and anything else you want to talk about as we move forward today. How do you do that? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. When we come back, lots to talk about. The oldest woman in the world is alive and well. She's okay. Normally, when we bring this kind of thing up, it means RIP. Yeah, there's a clock ticking on this lady. We all know that. Everybody knows that. But the second oldest U.S. resident, well, she's died. She has died. And I always like to squeeze their secrets out of them. So we'll see what this lady says on the way out. huge bombshells in the entertainment world on the way, a whole bunch more. So coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's time for an epic showdown. The Orlando Pride are set to battle the Washington Spirit this Saturday for the 2024 NWSL Championship. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Good afternoon and travel with caution. There's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for here where Winter Garden Vineland Road meets Summerport Village Parkway. The right lane is blocked due to an accident on I-95 southbound near LPGA Boulevard. Travel with caution through there. There's an earlier accident still causing a bit of commotion where Orange Avenue meets Robinson Street. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal-sized 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
If you want to find out about a reverse mortgage, that mortgage guy Don can help. Rates are improving, and that makes the terms even more favorable. Want to find out how it works? Don will get you some numbers and explain the details, and then you decide if that makes sense for you to proceed. A reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver, especially for people over 62 on a fixed income. So start the process today by working with an expert and a friend that you can trust, someone who is going to walk you through the process. And don't miss the boat. Compare your quote by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. It's hot. You're tired. The guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyounitus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? It's not a plane or a ship ride away. It's not across an ocean or over the equator. It's not even a far drive. The peak of freshness is at your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Football fans, are you missing the action because of blurry vision? Well, this November, score a touchdown for your eyes with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply text 1041 to 868686 now. They've been Central Florida's MVP in vision correction for over 3 decades. And with their 24-month interest-free financing, you can tackle the cost of LASIK without breaking the bank. Don't let poor eyesight intercept your game day experience. Text 1041 to 868686 now and see every play with crystal clarity. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Listen up, football fans. NFL Sunday just got a whole lot better at Frogger's Apopka. Join Jack Bradshaw from The Jim Colbert Show this Sunday from noon to 2 p.m. Grab your friends, come hang, and get some real radio swag. Enjoy great food and drink specials like $6 double on 3 olive vodka, all 8 flavors. With more than 50 TVs, you will not miss any of the NFL action. That's Frogger's Apopka at 1601 Rock Springs Road. This Sunday, noon to 2 p.m. Get more information at realradio.fm/events. Froggers, hopping with food and fun.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
That's why we get to do this every day. That's why we get to have so much fun with you. And we got more coming up in just a moment, along with your dispatches. You can send yours at thenewsjunkie.com right now. I am always interested in when somebody very old dies and they tell the tale of how they made it that long. And honestly, 113 years old is pretty damn impressive. It's a long time to live, long time to be alive. If you were 113 years old, that means you've lived through a lot of different things right now. And if you made it 113 years from now, the world would be a whole different place over there, too. And this woman wasn't the oldest woman in the world or the oldest U.S. resident. She was the second oldest, right? She was so close, right on top. Silver medal for her. And she says, after her death, she leaves behind some tidbits for us on how you, too, can live that long if you'd like to. Now, I will tell you, there's also another way to interpret this. She says she has 4 secrets for a long life, and I'll give them to you in just a moment. But if you don't want to live to 113 years old, you could just reverse all of this. You just take all the advice and spin it backwards, and then you'll die a lot earlier. You won't make it to 113 if you're not interested in doing that. Number 1 from this lady, Herlda. What a name that is.
Yeah. Talk about age.
Yeah. Herlda Senhouse is this lady's name. Herlda Senhouse. In a time where I hear, and you could tell me if I'm right or wrong on this, I hear that older sounding names like that are actually making a comeback.
Not Herlda, though.
Herlda is a new one for me. Esther.
Esther is among the ones that I've heard.
Gladys.
Yes, from that era, those names are kind of having a resurgence right now. Herlda, probably not. She was born in 1911. She appreciated 3 things about 2024: electric light, indoor plumbing, and she said having a black female vice president.
Oh.
Senhouse, who died at 113 years old on Saturday, lived in Massachusetts. She worked as a housekeeper and nanny for mostly white families, she said. Faced racism, including being denied the opportunity to study nursing. Obviously, a lot of stuff changed during this woman's 113 years. She founded the Boston Click Club, a group of dancers and musicians who raised money to help educate students in Boston. And she says, these are the 4 secrets to making it longer in life. Number 1, don't have children to avoid stress. Do not have children to avoid stress is the number 1 secret. She says to C-Lane, who has a 1-year-old named Jackson, and did not listen to her advice because it didn't get it in time. Says, don't have children to avoid stress. Senhouse often said the secret to longevity was not having kids. They said one 2017 study published in the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health found that people without children didn't live as long as parents. So they're fact-checking her. Imagine the news outlet fact-checking her on this, Business Insider. Number 2, the secrets from this 113-year-old woman. Eat healthily and don't smoke, she says. She said, I don't smoke or drink, and I don't drink those fizzy waters, she says. No soda. I seldom eat fast food, she says. What? Those are the things she's suggesting. Don't smoke or drink, and don't drink the fizzy waters. And I know C-Lane drinks the fizzy water. I know he's violating number 2 as well.
Fizzy water right now.
Now, did you hear this interview, and or is that just you're doing a little improv as far as?
I'm just guessing. Impression. I think that she's old and she probably sounds like this. Just a guess. I could be wrong. Number 3, the 3rd secret: be part of a community. Right? Be part of a community. She said she had a big community of friends, family, and fellow church members. She also spent lots of time with her best friend, Margaret Robinson, who she met over 60 years ago.
Margaret is another old lady.
It is. They called each other every day, and they got their hair and nails done together every 2 weeks. And they said researchers, they fact-check her again, carrying out the Harvard study of adult development, found that healthy relationships can lower the risk of dying at any age and help to reduce pain in older age, they said. And finally, her 4th and final secret to longevity and living longer in life: know when to let it go. Know when to let things go. Do your best to fix issues in your life, but if you can't, let it go, as the Frozen song goes.
You want to hear what she sounds like?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got it.
It feels the same as last. I'm so happy. It's awesome.
She said it's awesome?
I'm happy I could be here.
You are beautiful.
I'm happy I could be here, she said.
Look at that lady. Unfortunately, she passed, but she did get to live 113 sweet years.
That was on her 113th birthday.
Oh, was it? Really?
Yeah.
She only made a little ways past that one. But now we know. And write those secrets down or ignore them entirely if you're ready for a fast exit out of the planet. Sometimes that could be a more enjoyable ride. Oh, Sealand's going for the fizzy water. What are you doing, man? Mm-hmm. Just wait till RFK Jr. RFK Jr. is going to ban that. You're not going to be able to drink your fizzy waters anymore.
Over my dead body.
Yeah.
That's where you draw the line and get out the cardboard sign and start protesting.
No, I'll just get a soda stream and, kind of get it close enough.
I feel like that would create such an intense backlash from people who are not
I think so.
only RFK Jr. fans, but I just think probably a lot of people who voted for Trump love soda.
Wait, Trump has a Diet Coke button.
I know.
You're going to tell the president who gave you this job that he can't drink Diet Coke anymore?
Buddy, legal or not, his button's still going to work. It's still going to happen. You're going to be having your speakeasy with your soda stream, hiding behind things, and he's going to be hitting the button, drinking all the Diet Coke. Just a glimpse into the future.
That's the other liquid gold that Trump's worried about. I got to keep him away from the liquid gold.
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, we now an update on the amount of people who watched this fight on Netflix worldwide. Get this. 108 million viewers. Woo! Worldwide is the number. 108 million viewers.
Is this including what am I, not illegal, come on.
The pirate streams?
Pirate streams.
I don't think they are including that, but I don't know, honestly. It says, according to Netflix, it makes it the most streamed global sporting event ever. They had an estimated average minute audience of 108 million live viewers globally. They peaked at 65 million concurrent streams and 38 million concurrent streams in the United States of America. And just a huge thing, huge event for all involved. And now they're talking about what happens next. Is there going to be a fight between Logan Paul and Mike Tyson? Hey, I don't think that would be quite as exciting.
I don't see Mike Tyson getting back in the ring.
He said that he was up for it.
Did he?
Yeah. It was I'll do it again.
Because he could get paid, and people will still watch it because the guy's an entertaining dude. No matter what you say about him, he's an entertaining guy. All right, quickly, let's go over to you and work in a couple of dispatches to get some feedback rolling here. Here is Twink with a dispatch. Hello?
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
So her name, Hurlda Senhouse, sounds like you'd say after having too much Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, man, I got so sick. I hurled a Senhouse. All right, I know, terrible. Thank you.
Hello, darkness, Jesus, man. He tried. He gave it a shot. And that's something.
No, it's not something.
If a send house was a real thing.
I think you should think about things before you send them and say them.
It is something. That doesn't mean it's a good thing, but it was an attempt. And I like when people.
I think you should be in timeout for a week.
All right, we'll see how he takes that. Thank you, Twink. Appreciate the dispatch.
Is there a second part to that name, or he's just going by Twink now?
I'm shorting. Yeah, I'm cutting it off a little bit. Here's my.
I didn't get that joke until years into him being a dispatcher.
Just saying it out loud over and over and over. Here's Miami native Mike with a dispatch.
Good day, news junkies. C-Lane, on the brining part, you don't have to necessarily put it in a pot.
Uh-oh. Food fight.
I've used a cooler for the last couple years, and basically just put it in a cooler with a couple bags of ice and the brine kit. You can make your own brine. There's recipes online for that as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I would start brining it on Tuesday and cook it on Thursday.
That seems like such
Have a great day.
Huge
Later,
amount of
junkies.
work to put into the turkey, for God's sake.
But I appreciate people that love doing that because,
because they make the turkey. Yeah. I hear it tastes different. I don't know. To me, I've never really had a turkey where I've been into it and said, wow, this succulent beast. This is the greatest turkey I've ever had. I've always gone, you know what's 10,000 times better? That honey baked ham that we had to fight some people for waiting in line.
One of the turkeys you've had has been the best one you've ever had.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I'm just saying statistically, one of them has to be the best. I don't know, buddy. I haven't been there for every turkey. I don't even think I've been there for any turkeys you've had.
That's rude of you, actually. And now that I think about it, you've left me alone for all of those turkeys, just sitting here, just hanging out by myself.
Oh, like my stuffing on the wrong day that I brought it to work.
It's just early. It's going to be okay. Did you put it in the refrigerator there at HQ?
And there is no oven here, so that will be brought up at the next company-wide meeting.
I think C-Lane was talking about, what are the little heater things, C-Lane?
Chafing dishes.
The chafing dishes and the steno, whatever the little flames are. Those things.
I wash my hands of it. I'll bring
you brought
the broth.
it in. Yeah, it's something checked off their list. Now let them at iHeart handle the rest of this.
Yeah.
Actually, you could do that if you bring the broth and put it in. Well, I know you've already kind of brothed it a little bit, so
brothed it up this morning.
But if you bring some broth and heat it up in the microwave in a microwave safe container, and then pour it over and kind of stir it around and put it on a steno, you should be good.
All right, so grab some foil and throw the foil into the microwave.
No, that's bad. Yeah, that you don't want to do. They're saying it's a sterno, is those little flames that you put under food.
Yeah, you got it right.
I'm butchering
What'd
this
you say,
right
steno,
now.
like the pad?
I don't know. I don't even know what came out of my mouth.
Ew.
But I know that we are going to take a very quick break, and we're going to come back with a story that I want to share with everybody, because this is one of those ones where I want to say, hey, we all need to chime in here, and it's time to figure out who was in the wrong. This was a woman just trying to walk her dog. All she was trying to do was walk her dog. It ended in a spectacularly bad way.
3 times.
The details are coming up next. That is coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Wait, she shot a porno?
Yes.
No! The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Traffic is starting to slow down through the city on I-4 between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. There's congestion on I-4 approaching the Lake Buena Vista area intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. An earlier accident still causing a bit of commotion where Winter Garden Vineland Road meets Summerport Village Parkway. Travel with caution through there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ReadyWhip.
This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, ReadyWhip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without ReadyWhip.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Total Wireless totally has your back this holiday season. We give you up to 4 free 5G phones when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. That's 4 gifts, 1 store. Plus, enjoy unlimited data that never slows you down. All for $30 a month or less when you get 4 lines. That's a holiday plan we can all get behind. Visit your local Total Wireless store to switch today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max, use for adults only.
The
free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7 plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio. A1Garage.com. A1 from day one. Radio. 104.1.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junk.
Who was in the wrong? Indeed, who was maybe even the asshole in this situation? Because it's a pretty crazy one. We'll do that in just a moment. It's not us this time. We are not at risk here in this story of being the bad guy, but somebody has to be. And I'll share you the details of this story in just a moment. You can always watch us when we are live. You'll see the alert right there on the top of the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Go over there and watch the stream each day, or you can watch afterwards on the VOD, video on demand. That's the recorded version of it over on thenewsjunkie.com. We stream on YouTube and Twitch. Here we go. Let's see. This is a story that got my attention, and it's out of Moscow. So this happened in Russia, and there was an 88-year-old woman. She's walking her dog. Now, this woman...
puppy.
We have to talk about what's happening here and make this clear for everybody listening. This woman is walking her dog, but the first thing you guys should notice, this is the lady right here. This is her dog way back here. She's walking her dog, but her dog is way behind her.
Yes, in Soviet Russia, you walk dog behind you.
But what's to her left?
To her left is another dog, but that's not hers. This one is not hers over here. She is walking, and you can't see it, but she has a leash on her dog, and her dog is, I would say, what do you think, 15 feet behind her, somewhere around that?
Sure.
So it's a good distance behind her as she's walking. All of this is important. She's about to cross a walkway with this dog on a leash way behind her, right? And now something happens that brings us into the world. We have to decide
this is not going to be good, is it?
Who was wrong.
Is it
here.
a warning needs to be given? I don't want to see a dog die right now.
The dog is not going to die, I assure you. I assure you that the dog will not die.
Promise on Mother Russia.
I promise you that this dog is going to survive this moment with us here. Here it goes. Now the lady's walking, and here comes somebody on roller skates.
Oh, God.
All right. Now, the person on roller skates.
Look at that puppy. So old.
Obviously, the person on roller skates did not see the leash was there, and it rocketed the dog when they roller skated through as if it was a finish line in a race. They roller skated through the leash and pulled the dog along
and
real
the
fast.
lady, too.
And the 88-year-old lady died.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, she died as a result of
Sabrina
this.
was worried about watching a dog die, and the lady died.
Yeah, you can't see her fall. But the lady died, and now people are watching this and going, well, who is to blame for this? This roller skater killed this lady. And I thought, it's kind of complicated, isn't it? You got a woman, she's walking her dog, the dog is on the leash. That's good. That's a good thing.
I mean, it feels like the dog is walking her.
Yeah, the dog is way too far behind her. Her pet should not be that far behind her. It's a very important thing.
Yeah, people are not fans of those leads. The leashes that retract, especially at that length.
This is
stuff
long.
Like this.
Yeah, this is like almost full length behind her. This dog is not keeping up with her. But the person who roller skated across, I can't blame them because I'll be honest with you, I can't see the leash in this video. It doesn't look like there's a leash in this video when you watch this. It looks like there's a woman who's walking. She's like dragging her dog way behind her. And then the guy just roller skates across and hits the leash, and it pulls both the old lady and the dog to the side very quickly. So I don't blame the roller skater here. I don't think this person actually did anything wrong, as terrible as it looks. But the footage was shown to a judge in Moscow, and prosecutors told the court that the victim suffered severe head injuries and they wanted to charge somebody in the death of this woman. They said the roller skater, known as Igor Barian, then races past the woman and gets caught in the long lead. He was sentenced to a year following the incident of restricted freedom. That means he must wear a home detention ankle tag, stay home during certain hours, and he's forbidden from attending any mass event, they say. So they said, although he stopped after hitting the victim in the crash, he skated on later, telling police he didn't realize she was badly injured. So after the collision, the patient in serious condition was taken
fell
to
on her
hospital.
head or something?
Yeah, she fell and she hit her head, but he stayed there for a while and then ended up leaving. I don't really think the guy did anything wrong here, but let us know what you think. Was somebody in the wrong? This video, so you can see the evidence, is up on thenewsjunkie.com in the See It Now section if you'd like to take a look.
I think in America the guy would have been acquitted.
I do too. I really feel like
I think there would have been a much more fair trial. There wouldn't have been this fake ass sentence of lessened freedom.
How dare you?
Lessened freedom.
What was it called, Sean?
Yeah, lessened freedom was what they got him with, which is, we never heard of this in the U.S., I don't think.
No, we have more freedom.
We don't like roller skaters. It looked dumb. So this example for all.
And I feel so terrible. I feel bad for the woman, obviously. We all feel bad for the woman. She died. That sucks. But wasn't she the one doing the wrong thing by walking the dog so far behind her?
I mean, sure.
Dog in front of her, this doesn't happen.
Yeah, but it also, both of them are very old. It was very clear as soon as you started playing. The dog seems to be just as old as its owner.
Yeah, she's dragging
This
it.
is not their first walk.
Probably not, but it almost was the last.
But it
was her last.
It was the last for her. Yes, true.
I don't know how Russia is with roller skating, but from what I understand, you're not even supposed to be on the sidewalk with roller skates.
Oh, is that
going
true?
That fast. Yeah.
But he wasn't on the sidewalk.
He was cutting onto a path on the sidewalk, though, and like a different area. So she's on the sidewalk, and then he's cutting through in between buildings or something.
She's crossed what looks to be a small road that he's allowed on, and her dog hasn't crossed it yet, and she has now provided a clothesline for this person.
But if we bring it back to the United States of America and our rules here, generally speaking, is a roller skater supposed to be off the sidewalk?
That's a good question.
Are they supposed to be on the road? That seems bad. I wouldn't want a roller skater on the road, I wouldn't think.
How with those cobblestones?
That seems like the sidewalk is the place for them, but let's take a look at that. Celine will find out. And we'll go over to, very quickly, Sport Johnston with a dispatch for us.
What up, Junkie Butt?
Hey.
Sean, I love you, dude, but I might have to call a little bit of BS on you about you enjoying confrontation. I know you said you did, but isn't there an example of you going to the liquor store and just agreeing with whatever that guy said at the liquor store just so you could get the hell out of there?
That's because the guy was talking to him.
He was caught off guard.
Here's why that was different for me, Sport Johnston, and I appreciate your dispatch. I had no idea who that guy was, and I didn't want to just stay in the liquor store because some guy's like, I'll tell you when all these problems started, and he's like, it goes back to Ronald Reagan, and I'm with you, buddy. I just agreed and kept walking because I wasn't going to powwow with the dude and just sit there and see what happened next. I thought about it for a second, but I think when you know the people, or at least you kind of know them, or it's family, and you're stuck at the table anyways for Thanksgiving, that seems a little more exciting to me. One more. Here's Dingo talking about company potlucks for Thanksgiving.
What up, News Junkie? Dingo here. I just want to chime in real quick about the company potluck. Sabrina.
Yeah. What
hey.
Up?
No sweat, man. Just put it out there cold. You're gonna have some ravenous people. You're gonna unleash the animals. That's what happens at these company potlucks, man.
I get that, but
nobody's gonna care. Just throw it out there.
I'm not putting my name on it.
If I was there, I'd eat it and I'd take some home.
I would definitely eat, for the record, cold stuffing. I would definitely eat cold stuffing.
Will again.
Yeah, absolutely. Have no problem against that at all.
I don't think I'm going to have much choice at this point. I'm not bringing it back home.
It's already there. Dale on YouTube, Dale Gribble, This video is everything that's wrong with people in this dumb world and dumb people and their dumb dogs. LOL, get a real pet. Whoa, all right.
Get a real pet.
Fake-ass dog pet. What's a real pet if a dog's not a real pet?
A lion.
I'd like a follow-up, Dale.
According to Ron Swanson, it would be a bigger dog. Anything less than 30 pounds is a cat, and cats are useless.
Oh, lady. Damn. Crazy drunk cat lady says, bikes and skates are not supposed to be on the sidewalk in the downtown area near her. And Dale continues. He says, a man should be able to roller skate in peace without worrying about old ladies and their dogs. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. MFQ saying cold stuffing is a no-go. You're missing out. Stuffing is good. It's like pizza. Stuffing is the pizza of the Thanksgiving world. It is good either way you have it. Cold, warm, either way, still delicious.
Oh, my gosh. I looked up the quote to see if I got it wrong so that lady would be included.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I got it wrong in the other direction, and now Lexi's not included.
Oh, no. So you're out on this, too.
Any dog under 50 pounds is a cat, and cats are pointless.
50 pounds is a big-ass dog. That's huge.
It's Ron Swanson.
That's true. You got to be a little more extreme on
Carl
his side.
has the bark of a 50-pound dog.
He does. He thinks he is. Yeah, he thinks he is. I saw him try to take on a pit bull one time.
But his bark is so piercing that I do think that it would, like, torture someone into revealing some sort of secret.
You say Carl has the bark of a 50-pound dog, but I just know from experience, barking at a scale does nothing for you. It just it doesn't help your situation at all.
Have you tried crying over one?
Sure, I have. Let's go over to something that could be happening soon. And it's weird what has triggered this conversation. I find it to be a pretty serious conversation, but it'll be interesting. There's some people watching President Joe Biden when he was wandering around in the middle of the Amazon forest. And after his speech, he just kind of wandered into the forest. And people said, oh, my God. And in fact, there was a story about this. It says President Joe Biden was in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, unprotected from mosquitoes, fire ants, and loud squawking macaws. But there was another pest he did manage to avoid, the pack of reporters traveling with him. For a short speech in front of about 24 people, the journalist...
That lady, man. That's the lady. She said, we haven't talked to you the whole trip.
Yeah, she wasn't wrong. As Biden finished his remarks, maracas rattled by a local group prevented him from hearing reporters shouted questions about Ukraine. And they talk about how he didn't do any interviews. And somebody who is a serious person out there in the politics world, Nate Silver, who does a lot of predicting of how elections are going to go, says, is there any particular reason to assume Biden is competent to be president right now? It's a very difficult job. He's right about that. It's a dangerous world. He's right about that. Extremely high-stakes decisions in Ukraine. He says he should resign and let Kamala Harris serve out the last 2 months of the presidency. He could do that. I lean towards he wouldn't do that. President Biden wouldn't do that because it would kind of be a legacy hit. If he said, not only am I not going to run for re-election...
It would be a second legacy hit.
It would be a second legacy hit. And it would be him admitting that all of these people were right. Now, he could frame it as, I want to be the person responsible for our first black female president or something like that. Like, here's the first of this. And do it. Or just do it for the fun and chaos because he knows he's on the way out anyways. There's serious people discussing this, and it could be potentially a very low odds of this happening, but it could be a potentiality, possibly, that he hands off the baton at the last minute for a very short Kamala Harris presidency, which would push Trump to
48?
48? 48? Yeah, 48. And we'll see if that happens. Keeping an eye on that as everything else. Okay, when we return, we're going to do the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
I'm so glad you asked. Damn it. I'm so glad that you asked. They're coming up on the next episode. Christmas is going so hard this year, it's already kicking a gladiator into the naughty pit of coal. I know that's a 300 reference, but whatever. Turns out that if you used your phone to catch them all the Pokemons to be exact, you were being the very best at unknowingly training an AI model. Plus, quick flip lawsuit number 5,247. A man is suing Netflix over the Tyson-Paul buffering time. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast on this Wednesday. And for this morning, you may encounter a couple of hit and miss showers on your morning drive. It's not going to be a complete and total washout of a day, though. We're expecting about a 50% chance of rain. Best chance is taking place this morning. Even that being said, not everyone will see the showers. As we head into tonight, our cold front arrives, bringing with it some much cooler and drier air for our Thursday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
Looking for a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday? Go straight to the source, Lenovo.com, and get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
This safe driving message is brought to you by the Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. Injured in an accident? Call Mo at 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO. Or visit justcallmo.com. Be safe and enjoy this season.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max, use for adults only.
This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, Ready Whip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without Ready Whip.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And then the greatest game in all of radio, Fritz on the Street, a showdown in just a bit here on the show. I almost just freaked out and thought I truly embarrassed myself because I was sitting here in the studio and I was like making all kinds of noises. And I hear Sabrina go, "You're live." And I thought that you could hear what I was saying at that time on air. I was like, no, it was so close. I was like humming and beatboxing. I was doing all the things that I should not have been doing.
Could have been live. You don't know yet. Wait till you hear my next episode clip. But I still
thank God.
Time.
Well, I know it'll probably be something embarrassing, but I hope it wasn't that, for God's sake.
A lot to pick from.
All right, we are going to get into the next episode in just a moment, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about something we've been discussing on the show, where across all these sports, people have been doing the Trump dance, like score a touchdown, do a little Trump dance. And they did this in golf. They've done this in football. There was a couple other sports too. This was spreading around like wildfire. And I was wondering if anybody was going to try to ban this or if they were going to say, well, this is political. Kind of talked about that a little bit yesterday, whether or not these people were making a political statement. And I don't really think they were. I think they're just memeing and having fun. And the NFL has now confirmed to Fox News that they have no issue with players doing celebratory dances emulating President-elect Trump after touchdowns and sacks. No issue with this happening. And they're not looking to ban this. They're fine. But a lot of people have been working this into their celebrations after some sort of victory on the field out there. And it continues to spread around. So, and you're doing it, you're safe. You're good to go right now. Let's work at a dispatch real quick before we get to the next episode. Here is a little Irish talking about a roller coaster. Okay.
Hey, News Junkies. I was listening to y'all talk about the concert that Sabrina went to, Pink, with all the ropes, and then you were laughing about Rod Stewart wouldn't be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think about an article I just read. No, I didn't read it. I read the title. I didn't read the article.
Nice.
But it was talking about a euthanasia roller coaster.
I've seen this. Yeah.
And my toxic trait is I immediately thought I wouldn't die. I would live. Anywho, you'll
be the one.
And maybe read the article. Have a super day.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. I've heard a lot of people talk about that.
What?
It's somebody designed a euthanasia roller coaster with the idea that
oh no, my kid's not tall enough for it.
That is so horrible.
It's horrible that you talked over it. That's it.
That was about as dark as it's going to get today. Although I don't know what to expect.
I can't wait till Jackson's old enough so I could say, you know what? Your father said on the radio.
I can't wait till he's old enough to laugh at it.
Our friend Fritz is hanging out with
Fritzy.
us. Hello,
Hi.
Fritz.
Hello.
There he is. Fritz in the wings, getting ready for Fritz on the Street, and hopefully hanging out with us for a while if we're lucky. Sabrina, you all ready to go? We need more time. I can play another one of these if we need to.
I'm ready, dog.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. That Mortgage Guy Don. is the best. He is literally one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And you're going to think the same, especially when it comes to him helping you out. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, reverse mortgages, HELOCs, and everything in between. Rates are improving, and it's up to you to make the decisions. But if you're confused about it, he's the one that's going to guide you in the best direction possible. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguy.com. You guessed it, .com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguy.com.
Just gonna lift the curtain here a little bit. Everything okay, Fritzy?
Yeah.
Okay. You went to show me something, and I'm like, I can't read that. I'm about to do some singing. So he says,
"Wait, we're getting ready for some singing right now."
I was going, hold up.
Okay. All right. I see.
And the text size wasn't big enough for my stupid eyes. Do you want some stuffing?
Yeah, why not?
40 years ago, 1984, it was 35 years and 11 months after the very first one of these from this place.
Quarter pounder.
Down.
McDonald's.
McDonald's is right. And McDonald's hamburger was sold 35 years and 11 months ago, but it was 40. This math is not making sense to me.
All right, what do we got? What are the numbers we're looking at here?
40 years ago, 1984.
Okay.
The 50 billionth burger was made and eaten by the president of Mickey D's at the time.
Yep.
But
that's a ceremonial.
The thing that I pulled, though, it said 35 years and 11 months after the very first does that seem right?
Yeah, it's after the first one rolled out, I guess. I don't know, but the ceiling's right.
50 billion is
There's
insane.
a 0% chance they knew it was that exact burger. There's a 0% chance.
But to think 40 years ago, 50 billion have been sold.
That's
Where are we
crazy.
at now?
A lot.
Or in the trillions?
Maybe not that high, but a lot. They've sold a lot of stuff over at McDonald's, man.
It was
10 Brazilian.
Could be. It could be, Fritz. You might be right about that.
And it was celebrated at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in New York City. Just a little side
New York
fact.
City.
Yep, it's going to be, I'm sure, a question on Fritz on the Street.
It is now.
There's no question here. A lot of people were upset with all that buffering and lagging when it came to the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. And there's one man who's like, you know what, I'm going to get this lawsuit party started, and has now filed a lawsuit against Netflix. And it says class action. Does that mean that we're going to get an email in our spam folder that says you have a certain amount of time to sign up?
What are the damages for saying I couldn't tune in and there was connection issues with the streaming fight?
I don't think there are any. If you're a bar,
He's already suing.
If you're a bar that paid to show the fight, paid Netflix to show the fight at your establishment, and you paid like a seat license or something, and you had issues, I could see getting damages from that or wanting a refund. But if you're just a Netflix subscriber and you had trouble watching something, there has got to be some sort of clause in the terms and conditions.
All right, I would stop talking now before you get an invite to be part of this class action lawsuit, Christopher. Did you not watch it on Netflix?
I looked at it on Netflix.
And we got a Florida man that's kicking things off. His nickname is Blue, and he might be our boy. His real name, Ronald Denton. And I will put $5 that C-Lane does this story for This Week in Florida because he forgot that I did it 2 days prior.
He might.
He's filed a class action lawsuit calling Netflix failure legendary. He's suing for breach of contract and other offenses and seeking unspecified damages. Now, Netflix has acknowledged that some members had a bad experience, but they still consider the event a huge success. With the number that you mentioned earlier, 108 million viewers.
Crazy.
Of the big, boring fight. And it doesn't stop there because we go from big, boring fight to big, sexy snowman, baby.
I'm listening. A sexy snowman, okay.
Hot Frosty.
I've seen people talking about this. I see a lot of people talking about Hot Frosty.
That word on Urban Dictionary in high school.
I did think that Hot Frosty sounded like a Hot Carl or an Abe Lincoln or one of those things that we've all defined but never have actually done
Right.
Yeah, you have to
because it would
violate
be
a Frosty in some way.
horrible. I
It
would
is.
think, yeah. Well, now we're going to move on to Hot Frosty on Netflix, the latest Christmas rom-com that's wowing viewers, they say over at metro.co.uk.
We watched this on purpose because
Oh, you did watch it already.
Because I heard how bad it was.
Well, apparently tonight is the release of the much-anticipated Chad Michael Murray Christmas movie, where he's
Yeah.
a stripper.
Ooh,
And that was my
okay.
first celeb crush, so I'll totally be watching it.
Was
But
this Hot Frosty thing? Was it a Hallmark
there's
joint?
a little bit left on your chin, I believe.
Chad Michael Murray.
It's now, at this point, getting better Rotten Tomatoes score than Gladiator 2,
Wow.
which says a lot. But Gladiator 2, I don't believe, is out in the theaters yet.
Did
It's
you guys
just-
not hear me?
it's
Did I
just-
cut out or something?
Hello?
No, you're good.
No, is Hot Frosty on that network? What's the one that does all the Christmas movies?
No, it's Netflix.
Yeah,
it's on
but,
Netflix.
yeah, but all the
Okay.
Hallmark movies are going to Netflix now. So a lot of the ones that are coming out on Netflix, Hallmark tried their own thing in their own app, and I think they ditched that idea and just said,
Aw.
let's go with what works.
Except Hallmark currently has their own, like, Bachelor show going on, but it's called Finding Mr. Christmas or something.
Okay.
Yeah, they're competing for the love of one lady, and it's completely themed, like they're living inside of a Christmas house. They only
kinda
wear
like it.
Christmas
Yeah.
sweaters.
Surprised we're not watching it already.
Well, you have to have a Hallmark streaming account, I
Damn
suppose.
it. We used to have that.
Anyways, yeah, that's it's a movie that follows a widow who falls in love with a snowman, and that's the real plot. Now, the rest, I guess, is left to mystery, except for the Lane household.
I looked up Hot Frosty on Urban Dictionary.
I was hoping so.
It is a thing. You guys were right about this. It says a really good-looking corpse that makes you seriously consider necrophilia.
Okay, what?
Edward Cullen is a total Hot Frosty. I'd like to do a little sucking myself.
Damn it.
All right.
I've run out of time, unfortunately. Just a heads up, maybe we can dive into it later. Pokemon Go players have been unknowingly training Niantic, that's the Pokemon Go creator, their new AI model to navigate everything. So,
What are they using it for? Like, what was the AI that they were training? Does it say?
It was a blog post that was just recently released onto the interwebs.
You mean to tell me that all of us who played Pokemon Go, everybody who was playing, walking around the streets catching Pokemon,
You've been
was
training this AI.
Okay.
And people are still playing. It's just a smaller group. They say in the post titled, Building a Large Geospatial Model to Achieve Spatial Intelligence. And then, you got to dive into that after it explained a large geospatial model, LGM, and what it is and what they've been doing for the last 5 years for futurists and alarmists. Various excerpts from the blog post could raise some red flags.
I'm pretty
Would you
sure-
like the for instance?
Yeah.
Sure.
For machines, it is an extraordinarily difficult task to do spatial understanding, like fill in the details based on countless similar scenes. So thanks to us humans that are trying to just catch some fake Pokemon, they're now getting an idea of what it is to see different scenes and what to fill in.
I wonder if that's retroactive or if it's for the history of the Pokemon Go game, because that thing was so huge. If you were harnessing that data to train your AI, you probably have a pretty good AI coming soon.
Oh, yeah. And now that they will have complete spatial awareness.
Damn. We've all been training AIs for a while. Anybody who's done a CAPTCHA or typed in one of those words.
So after all this time, they still can't figure out what a damn light looks like and a motorcycle?
Yeah. That's true. I've identified a lot of stoplights. Yeah.
And some of them, I'm like, I don't know if this is a stoplight, but I'd like to just fill out this form, please. Thank you. On the boob tube. Get it? We've got the 58th annual CMA Awards on ABC, The Masked Singer. It's Miley Cyrus night, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, they are all taking a bit of a Chicago break after tonight. Series premiere of Our Oceans on Netflix. And you can catch Richard Gere and maybe the gerbil in the mud on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra.
Be a real game changer if that gerbil came out and was a special guest on Fallon.
God, I wish my voice changer was ready. An interview with the gerbil that has been in his tush for 40 plus years.
He just leans back and he's like, I'm finally ready to talk. Here we go.
He hasn't seen the light of day in forever. The last time was when he was chasing Julia Roberts in the wedding dress.
Oh,
anybody?
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Say it with me, America. I did that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Smoke weed every day.
There it is. There we go. All right. Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, Fritz is going to kick it up a notch with some Fritz on the street action. And I don't know how it's going to go today. I'm going to do my best like I always do, but
I hope there's a Richard Gere question.
Yeah, I am in the rear view mirror as far as this competition goes, but we'll see. You can play along with us. Let's see how you do. That Fritz on the Street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's the conference semifinals in the MLS playoffs at Inter&Co Stadium. One team advances, one goes home. When Orlando City hosts Atlanta United this Sunday. Coverage begins at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. It is brought to you by WG Sports Center. Discover indoor soccer. For details and to join their team, follow at WG Sports Center.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. You could expect your regular congestion on US 192 by Florida's Turnpike there. There's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. And on I-4 this afternoon, traffic is slowing down in the Lake Buena Vista area. And you could expect a bit of delays on I-4 near State Road 429. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
The Daytona 500 is a race where victory is life-changing and career-defining. Every moment means more here, creating a significance and unpredictability that amplifies the experience for both the drivers and fans alike. Don't miss the 67th running of the Daytona 500 on Sunday, February 16th at Daytona International Speedway. Your chance to win tickets now at realradio.fm/contests. For ticket information on the 2025 Daytona 500 and Speed Weeks presented by Advent Health, log on to www.daytona500.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
Dear Santa.
Dear Santa.
I have been a very good 38-year-old adult.
This year, I would like a Bartesian premium cocktail maker.
It makes over 60 bar-quality cocktails at the push of a button.
I think I've earned a Bartesian.
I didn't cut off anyone in the school pickup.
I made my bed without anyone asking.
I promise I'll share the martinis, cosmopolitans, old fashions, and gimlets.
Even adults love toys at the holidays. Shake your phone and get $100 off when you spend $400 site-wide through Cyber Monday. Yes, you heard me correctly. Pick up your phone and shake it for $100 off.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed, all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max used for adults only.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Greatest game in all of radio. And if you'd like to play, well, you play along with us. That's how it works. And you can play along in your head or in the car or in chat if you're watching us on YouTube and Twitch. Fritz on the Street is a game that everybody can play. And we all pick somebody. We represent you in Fritz on the Street. And if we win, you win. You get your hands on the very rare, very collectible Hitman FOTS. FOTS Hitman magnet that Fritz designed himself. This is from Game of Magnets, which you can learn about over on thenewsjunkie.com. This is a very particular one, and whoever wins, their person will get it. I am going to be playing for Sean George via email. He emailed and asked if I would represent him, and I said
spell
yes.
Sean correctly? Was that part of why you...
No, he's an S-E-A-N.
Wow.
I know.
So I knew it. I just mind melded with you.
Yeah, Fritz, he's an S-E-A-N, but I'm still going to go for Sean George on email. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with someone who just reached out on Instagram and complimented me on a joke that I said that was not acknowledged on the show. It was a cabinet joke. So Brandon P. BP.
All right. Brandon P. is who you're going to be representing. What about you, C-Lane?
I'm picking JT from CLE, which I did some research and figured out was Cleveland.
Oh,
yes, indeed.
And so they said they'd never been chosen. So JT from Cle.
Now it's time to play the game.
We've chosen that guy like 15 times. It's crazy.
Here we go. Fritz, you ready to do this?
I am.
All right, let's do Fritz on the streets.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, Sean. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, C-Lane.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for asking. Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 1-800-CALL-MO. That number, 1-800-CALL-MO. Let's see. In first place with 303 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane.
Yeah.
In second place with 288 points, we have Miss Sabrina Umbra.
Okay.
And in third place with 247 points, we have Mr. Sean Wasson.
Doing it. I'm doing it.
Now, as you know, Fritz on the Street has 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know, you chime in for that bonus point. I went out to the bar, so you don't have to.
Oh, thank you.
And we had 15 participants.
Nice.
So quite a large selection of people. And if anyone is ready to
hammered.
go, there you go. Well, just listen.
Okay. That comes into play for those of you not familiar with the game. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we ask how drunk the panel was because it does come into play here in the game, obviously.
Yeah, how can it not, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if everyone is ready, we will jump right into question number 1.
All right.
Question number 1 goes like this. On Friday, viewers of the Tyson-Paul fight Sabrina.
Netflix.
That is correct. Nicely done. Full question. On Friday, viewers of the Tyson-Paul fight were left disappointed after numerous buffering issues with which streaming service? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Netflix?
8.
8.
I think 7 said Netflix.
For Sean.
I'm going to go 8.
And 8 for C-Lane. Question number 1 with answers of 7 and 8. Let's see how long my computer is going to take in order to play.
Ooh. Ding, 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 ding.
There we go.
All right. Well, Netflix was established in 1996 as a direct mail order. Viewers of the Tyson-Paul fight were left disappointed after numerous buffering issues with which streaming service?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Fairly simple. That's Netflix.
Netflix. Netflix. Netflix.
Netflix. Netflix.
All right. That's 8. So Sabrina is picking up a 3-pointer on that one. C-Lane picking up 2 points for being right on the money with 8. And Sean, your guess of 7, you are picking up 1 point. That's how we play this game. Now on to question 2.
All right.
It's about James Bond. After Roger Moore, which actor played James Bond? C-Lane.
Sean Connery.
That is incorrect. After Roger Moore, which actor played James Bond in 2 films?
Sean.
Sean.
Damn it. Go ahead.
Edward Templeton.
Oh, wow.
Correct. Eddie Templeton.
Who
Don't
is
know
that?
James Bond.
No, James. Just singular
James
Dame. Singular James.
Oh, you were talking about James Bond.
One more time.
You got it. After Roger Moore, which actor played James Bond in 2 films?
That would be old Frank Sinatra.
Could you believe it was Timothy Dalton?
No.
Timothy Dalton. He was in
Timmy D.
Living Daylights and License to Kill. Sabrina, you got question 1 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Timmy D?
Who's in Octopussy?
Sean Connery. I believe.
Octopussy.
I'm going to go with 2.
2.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
4.
And
Whoa.
4 for Sean.
Jane
Question
Bond.
2 with answers of 2, 3, and 4. Let's see how fast my computer plays the next sound.
We didn't get it.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh, my
ding,
God, we
ding,
got
ding.
it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
someone's picking up 2 points. Who could it be? Who could it be now? Great song. After Roger Moore, which actor played James Bond in 2 films?
Don't know.
Timothy Dalton.
Sean Connery passed. I don't know.
No.
Nope.
Then it's Pierce Brosnan.
I'm gonna say Michael Craig. Tommy Two Thumbs.
Michael Craig.
Timothy Dalton.
That would
Oh
be
my God.
2.
Fritz, you weren't kidding. They're hammered. They're out there.
Michael
It's just,
Craig.
so everybody knows here, all right? Fritz's laptop, sometimes it'll fire off super fast when he hits the play button, and sometimes it takes a little siesta, so
But it's
he has
a
to fill
mini,
the time.
It's a mini fun game.
Yeah, so
to
you
hear.
you sometimes get a couple extra little bullet points and informational tidbits before the audio plays.
Mhm, and I can't guarantee that any of them are correct. I'm just going to start saying stuff. Sabrina, you're picking up 2 points on that one. You got it right on the money with the answer of 2. And C-Lane with your guess of 3, picking up 1 point.
Yeah, baby.
We're now moving on to question number 3, just like that. Last week, which company announced it won a bankruptcy auction?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
That would be The Onion.
The Onion is correct. Full question. Last week, which company announced it won a bankruptcy auction on Alex Jones's InfoWars website and assets? C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said The Onion?
I'm going to go 7.
7.
6.
6 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for Sabrina. Question 3 with answers of 6 and 7 on the old InfoWars bankruptcy situation.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, well, that's good. Someone's picking up 2 points. Who could it be?
1 + 1.
Could it be?
Last week, which company announced it won a bankruptcy auction on Alex Jones's InfoWars website and assets?
The Onion.
Pass. The Onion.
The Onion.
The Onion. The Onion. The Onion. The Onion. Woo.
That would be 7. So C-Lane is picking up a 3-pointer on that one. Sabrina with your guess of 7, picking up 2 points. And Sean with your guess of 6, picking up 1 point. Question 4 is now on the agenda. After question 4, I'll tell you so far who is leading on the day.
All right.
Shrimp on the Barbie is a seafood dish with origins in what country? Sean.
Australia.
Australia is correct. Yes. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Australia, mate, or no?
8.
8. Knife.
6.
6 for C-Lane.
7.
And 7 for Sabby. Question 4 with answers of 6, 7, and 8. Let's see if anyone knows their land down under.
My vagina.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding.
someone's picking up 2 points. By the way, men at work, they did Who Could It Be Now? Also.
Oh, okay.
That's another Men at Work reference.
Shrimp on the Barbie is a seafood dish with origins in what country?
Australia.
Whoa.
Australian people would debate this, but I would say Australia. Australia.
United States. Australia.
Australia. Australia. Australia.
That would be 7. So Sabrina picking up 2 points, and Sean and C-Lane with your guesses of 8 and 6, each picking up 1 point. That means 4 questions remaining and 4 questions completed. In first place with 9 points, that would be Sabrina/Brandon P.
Jane Bond.
And in second place with 7 points, C-Lane/JT.
From Clee.
And from Clee. And in third place with 4 points, Sean/Sean George.
All right, I'm a second half guy.
Second half kind of man.
A little together here.
Going on now to question number 5. Recently, 2 women testified to the
Sabrina?
House. Sabrina.
That would be 2 women testified to the House, and their testimony had to do with one person, Matt Gaetz.
That is correct.
Oh,
Nicely done. Full
It was
question.
like you were stalling for your laptop, too. Then.
Yeah, but the laptop is my brain.
Full question. Recently, 2 women testified to the House Ethics Committee linking underage prostitution in which Trump nominated politician, although prostitution is illegal in Florida. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Matt Gaetz?
I will go with 6.
6.
5.
5 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for C-Lane. Question 5 with answers of 5, 6, and 7. You guys are perfect through 4 so far. Let's see if that streak continues.
Come on.
Ding, 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 ding.
Perfect through 5. Who's picking up those 2 points?
So
recently, 2 women testified to the House Ethics Committee linking underage prostitution and which Trump-nominated politician?
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz?
Matt Gaetz.
Pass.
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz.
I'm not even going to waste your time. I have no idea.
That would be 5.
I'm going to venture to guess half this panel didn't make it to work today.
Yeah, probably not.
They're half drunk still. So, do you ask them the questions in the same order that you ask us?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'm wondering, is it going to get progressively drunk?
We have no idea then. Okay.
All right.
So Sean with your guess of 5 picking up 2 points, and Sabrina with your guess of 6 picking up 1 point.
All
We
right.
now have 3 questions remaining. Question 6. Which famous European structure was only supposed to stand for 20 years? Sabrina.
So only supposed to for 20 years. The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That is incorrect.
All right.
Sean. Big London Bridge.
That is incorrect.
London Ben. Sea Lane.
Sea Lane.
The Eiffel Tower.
That is correct.
Oh, my
The
God.
Eiffel Tower, it was built for a World's Fair. Full question. Which famous European structure was only supposed to stand for 20 years when it was built? Celine, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Le Eiffel Tower?
I'm going to go with 5.
5.
I will go with 3.
3?
3.
I'll go with
my French
7.
accent.
And 7
Wow.
for Sean. Question
Let's see.
6. With answers of 3, 5, and 7, are they perfect through 6? The world may never know if this computer... Which famous European structure was only supposed to stand for 20 years when it was built?
The Eiffel Tower.
That's correct.
Notre Dame. The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The chapel. There's a chapel. Chapel. That's all I know.
The chapel.
Leaning Tower of Pisa? Well, Leaning Tower of Pisa?
I'm passing.
Someone bring a tuba?
That would be 1. No,
Damn.
I think it was just a car. So no points awarded on that one.
Damn it.
Brutal.
We're going to slam dance on over to question 7 now. On Tuesday, which country sentenced over 40 pro-democracy protesters on charges of subversion?
Sabrina. That would be Russia.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Sean.
Iran?
That
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Sea Lane.
Sea Lane.
Aversion? Perversion?
Subversion.
Subversion.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go with Haiti.
That would be China.
China.
Classic China.
China.
Sea Lane, you got question 6 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said China?
1.
1.
4.
4 for Sean.
0.
And a goose egg for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 0, 1, and 4. Let's see if question 6 was just an anomaly. Maybe
China.
they're getting the mojo back.
China.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's picking up the 2 points. It's anyone's game still. On Tuesday, which country sentenced over 40 pro-democracy protesters on charges of subversion?
China?
Damn it.
China.
Damn
China.
it.
Cuba?
Pass.
Definitely Pakistan. Don't know what that means, but I'm going to say South Korea. No, North Korea.
That would be 4. So Sean is picking up 2 points.
Wow.
And that means we have 1 question remaining. But before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 11 points, that would be Sabrina/Brandon P.
All right.
And then we have a tie for second and third place, 8 points each. C-Lane/JT from Clee and Sean/Sean George. So it's
All right.
11, 8, and 8. Question 8. Brazzaville
Sabrina.
is Sabrina.
Brazzaville is, it seems like a nice name, and it would be the capital of a nice place. And Brazzaville would be the capital of Turkey.
That is incorrect.
I know.
Brazzaville is the capital of which African republic?
All right, go ahead, Hot Shots.
Sean.
Sean.
Boy, I wish I could Ask Alexa.
Okay, you can't do that.
Brazzaville is the capital
That's
of...
cheating.
I turned it off. I didn't cheat. I turned it off. I will say the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
That is correct.
Wow.
Oh, is it really?
Nicely done.
Sean, you cheated.
I swear to God, I didn't cheat.
Where's
I know,
the Alexa?
Now it looks so tainted. I screwed myself
Tainted
over.
and unclean.
Sean,
Oh, my God.
out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Congo?
3.
3.
1.
1 for Sabrina.
0.
And 0 for Celine. Question 8 with answers of 0, 1, and 3. This one's for all the marbles. Let's see if anyone's picking up 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone is
Two
picking
marbles.
up 2 points. Who is it?
Come on.
Yeah. Brazzaville is the capital of which African republic?
Chad.
Chad.
The Republic of Congo.
South Africa. Ethiopia.
Kenya.
Congo.
Congo.
That would be 3. Sean hits a 3-pointer at the buzzer.
Son of a bitch.
And that means we have a tie for first place today with 11 points each. Sabrina / Brandon P. Congratulations. And Sean / Sean George.
Look at
Congratulations. Sean, you went from 3rd place to 1st place. And that means...
I mean, it's still in 3rd place overall.
And 3rd
This
place...
is 3 in a row for me. Son of a bitch.
In 3rd place with 8 points, C-Lane / JT. That means still in the lead and still number 1 on Fritz on the Street with 311 points.
311.
Christopher Lane in 2nd place with 299 points. That would be Sabrina Ambra, just 12 points away now. And in 3rd place with 258 points, Sean Wasson, and that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you, Fritzy.
There we go. Fritz on the Street. Folks, thanks for playing along with us. There's a lot of flags on the field here.
With
Sean
what?
cheats. Sean cheated.
Because I think you have an Alexa home right there to your right.
I do, and as soon as it was starting to answer, it said the name of the city, and I turned it off immediately.
You know, how do you turn it off? It's still saying on the screen. Hello?
That's it right there.
Nice.
I turned it on and off.
What was that?
Some country swing music.
I don't know. Alexa, stop! I don't know why it's playing country music right
Why are you so mean to me, Dad?
I swear to God, I didn't cheat. I know that looks very bad. I know it looks tainted and unclean. I have to deal with it.
Honestly,
That's where we are.
I don't believe that you would, unless you got perfect scores, you would be anywhere close to winning for the year.
No, I'm about 50 plus points off of where C-Lane is.
Just cheat moving forward.
I'm going
Alexa's
to
right
use
there.
Alexa every day, every single time we do this.
Might as well.
Okay, Fritz is the best, and hopefully he'll be hanging out with us. Fritz, are you going to spend some time with us today?
You know I am, my man.
Yeah, excellent. All right, if you want to follow Fritz, you can do that. Go to thenewsjunkie.com/share, thenewsjunkie.com/share, or follow him on Instagram. He posts all kinds of fun stuff. It's a good time, a good follow. Learn about Fort Fritz and everything happening in the world of Fritz.
Oh, yeah.
On Instagram, _regrets_coyote. Or again, it's over at thenewsjunkie.com/share. Coyote, tomato, friend. Very much the same, right? Which one is the correct way to say it? I'll do it right now.
Well, Joni, it's from a Joni Mitchell song, Coyote, and she says no regrets, Coyote, so I'm assuming Coyote.
Oh, all right, here it is.
Coyote.
Coyote, all right.
Get that
Coyote.
Alexa off your desk.
That's not it. That's a different thing. That was Google telling me that. I got all the tech companies representing over here. When we return, we'll get to a way for RFK Jr. to fix his voice. But it's kind of a bizarre remedy. And
bizarre.
We'll check that out. We got a big explosive thing going on in the world of entertainment that we have to talk about. But first, before we get to any of that, Jay Leno, does he owe a massive gambling debt or something? What is happening here? We'll get to the bottom of the latest in the world of Jay Leno. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. It's like Christmas, but without the presents.
Hey, we have trivia.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic is starting to slow down on I-4 in the Lake Buena Vista area. There's congestion on I-4 near State Road 429. You could expect your regular delays on US 192 by Florida's Turnpike. Other than that, it's pretty mellow on most of the major roadways. You won't be expecting any delays on Florida's Turnpike or the Beach Line. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Bartesian brings you the warm, inviting sound of a holiday cocktail being crafted in the comfort of your home. Bartesian is the premium cocktail maker that, at the push of a button, creates over 60 seasonal and premium cocktails, each in under 30 seconds. Visit your local Bevmo to see our most compact cocktail machine, the Bartesian Duet, in action. Pick one up for yourself at Bevmo or on Bartesian.com. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on more than 44,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickley.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party. Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
This Earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
A1Garage.com, A1 from day one.
Real Radio 104.1.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Badge is how you join us on the show, and you can send one at thenewsjunkie.com. I also want to talk about the latest weird, insane thing to happen to Jay Leno, because something's happening in his world. But first, a big thank you. We got some ratings a little while ago, and man, the amount of people that listen to this show always blows my mind. It's so awesome that there's such, not only a huge number of you that keeps us at #1 with a bullet all the time here on the show, but more so that you guys have created an awesome community under the show out there. And I know they go out and do things like Fritz's Funhouse Trivia. I know they connect and go do camping trips. A lot of people are on the Discord, which is a very active chat room for the show. If you don't know what that is, there's a link over on thenewsjunkie.com that says Discord. If you click it, you'll follow and you'll figure it out. They'll help you out over there. It's just an awesome, awesome community of people that is built up around this show, and I absolutely am thankful for that every single day.
Appreciate y'all.
So, yeah, I mean, it's
very sweet.
It's so cool to see. That's one of the reasons why I like doing the live shows, because we go out there and we pack a place in.
Yeah, and I'm ready to do it.
And we get to see the people who listen to this show every day, and you guys are great. You're amazing, amazing people.
Some of you a little bit weird, but we still love you.
There's some oddballs out there, but they make things more interesting usually.
Remember that guy that when we had that show and tell thing many years ago? It was a brilliant idea.
We did a live broadcast that was out of control, and
it was for a hurricane that didn't show up.
It was a thing that we did where we said, bring the weirdest thing to our live show. And people brought some very strange things.
But
and
the person who won, he showed what was his at birth
circumcised.
Yeah.
It was a little piece of his foreskin that he had left over that he decided to bring out.
Isn't there a word for that? Like that's used as a pejorative?
That starts with an S?
Yeah. Wasn't that what that would? No, schmuck.
Oh, is that what that is?
I thought that's what it was.
Oh, I didn't know
Son
that.
of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
So when you call someone a schmuck, you've been calling them...
That's it.
Huh.
That's what you've been referring to the whole time. Also, we got some news yesterday. I was like, I don't even know how to strategize now. I always bitch about the suits at iHeartRadio. I always bitch about the folks making the decisions, and a lot of them are completely disconnected from this radio station. They make really, really dumb decisions because they don't know. They don't listen to the station or the show. From 8 million miles away, they hit a button and somebody gets deleted out of existence, right? They hit another button immediately afterwards and lock down your email so you can't say goodbye to your colleagues. They lock down your access to the building immediately and shuffle you off to the next place where you get to hang out. But we have a new boss that's sort of very close to the top of this company, who happens to be somebody not only that I know and I've worked with before, but that is really, really good to have. And I talked to him a bit yesterday, and he's like, huge fan of the show.
Hell yeah.
He's like, been following everything for a while. And I said, damn it, now what's this going to be like having somebody amongst the high-class suits at iHeart?
It's a little less nerve-wracking, I'll tell you that much.
Man, it's better, obviously, because just to be fully transparent out there, I have had many opportunities in my career where suits at this company have screwed me over. Some of them you hear about in real time. Some of them you hear about way after. And you go, hold on, wait, we had an opportunity to be on another radio station, and it was shut down because it was never even told to me that this was this happened many, many, many times. Many times. And it's frustrating to me and irritating, and I believe many people who are in these positions have no idea what they're doing and don't know a damn thing about radio. And I tend to not have great relationships with them. But now there's somebody in the mix that I do, that I respect, that I think is a great broadcaster, first and foremost. And,
wait till he tries my stuffing.
He's going to have that stuffing? Yeah. He's a real good guy. So I look forward to maybe dragging the show even further, all of us, with somebody at the suits at iHeart that knows what's going on, that I trust him for once. So we shall see. Let's talk about this gentleman who is in big trouble. I'll leave it right outside of jury duty. It's not me this time. It's a gentleman named Marvin Funes. What did he do? Well, he decided as he was on I-95 that he wanted a picture of the Welcome to Florida sign.
Okay. As people tend to do.
Iconic.
Yeah, he wanted a picture of that.
I believe there's a tiny sign right by that says, do not pull over to take a picture.
Oh, maybe that's why he's in the news, Sabrina.
He stopped right in the travel lanes.
How dare you?
Yeah. He stopped in the travel lanes and decided to take a photograph of that Welcome to Florida sign. And according to our friend Amy Kaufeld of Fox 35, 4 people died because of a crash as a result of this.
How? He stopped in the middle of the road?
She says the Florida Highway Patrol says a man who stopped in the travel lanes of I-95 to take a photo of the Welcome to Florida sign caused the deaths of 4 young people.
God.
And you're like, Jesus, man. These roads are very, 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 very dangerous, number one. And if you're pulling off to the side, make sure you're well off to the side and don't screw around with that. But if you're stopping your vehicle in the lanes, you're not just putting yourself at risk. As you can see here, you're putting the lives of other people at risk. And this loser wanting to take a photo of a Welcome to Florida sign is responsible for 4 young people dying. And the Jacksonville Florida Highway Patrol branch said a picture is never worth a human life. And I post this guy's photo.
Did he even get the picture?
I'm not sure, but he's been extradited from New York and booked into Nassau County Jail for this.
So clearly, this guy just wanted a picture of the sign because he didn't pull over to get out and take a picture in front of the sign.
No.
Correct.
No.
So
he just
has he never heard of Street View?
Google. I would say just Google Welcome to Florida sign. You can post that.
Yeah, it's not worth it for you or for anybody else.
Maybe you'll get a picture of Welcome to Florida prison.
He probably is. I think this guy's going to get in a whole world of trouble. Oh, we got to get into the Jay Leno story because that one I find it to be amazing. And I'll tell you this now. The issue that RFK Jr. has, if you've heard him talking at any length, he's got laryngeal dystonia, or LD. It's hard to listen to him because of this. I'm just being honest. You could think that's offensive if you want, but it's just hard to listen to the guy because of the condition that he has. Not his fault.
It can be offensive and true at the same time. It's very difficult to listen to that man speak.
Yeah, and there's something you could do, I guess, for this. They said some volunteers tried something they generally use for narcolepsy. It's called sodium oxybate, and they found that it eased their speech. And
oxybate sounds like something that used to happen on the Tom Green show. It just
Do a lot of people suffer from this?
this LD, it's not super common, but there are a lot of people in the country that have this laryngeal dystonia that makes your voice sound strange. They said there's two ways to do it. One is this medicine, and the other is alcohol.
All right.
If you drink alcohol, it smooths out your voice if you're one of these people.
But he doesn't drink, right?
I guess he doesn't. The treatment, sodium oxybate, is something that makes you feel the same. It makes your throat better, but doesn't give you the intoxication. So it's like drinking, but not with the drunk that comes along with it. And possibly it could be something that would help out RFK Jr. With his voice. So I don't know if he's tried that. We'll see it. Stories out there floating around today.
It also says you can hum before speaking to kind of like breathing techniques.
I love that we all did that.
Botulinum neurotoxin injections. He could get Botox for his throat.
Really?
We'd call it Throtox.
He's not getting that, though. If this guy's against the fluoride and some of the other stuff.
Matt Gaetz took all the Botox. So
there's so much in his face. It's wild.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with Jay Leno. We'll come back with jury duty. We got some big stories in there. We'll come back with more Fritz, of course, a big Hollywood story, and Thanksgiving fights and more. Lots on the way. Jay Leno in particular up next. What happened to him? That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by MD Now.
The Magic will try to stay hot tonight when they visit the LA Clippers. The Magic looking for a 7th straight win. The top NBA story last night, the Cleveland Cavaliers finally lost. 15-1 now. They fell by 3 in Boston. College hoops, UCF improves to 4-0, taking down Tennessee Tech. Next game for UCF Friday against 19th-ranked Wisconsin. Also last night, Florida won easily over Florida A&M and Florida State down Hofstra. I'm Matt McCoy.
Coming down with something and don't know what it is? Know now at MD Now. Their physician-led team can test for, diagnose, and treat a variety of illnesses. Just walk in or use their convenient web check-in. Visit mdnow.com and get back to better.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. If you hire an attorney solely based off a commercial, you might as well just flip a coin. My advice is simple. Check out their Google reviews. Find out how long they've been practicing law, and actually call them before you sign anything. We're talking about your future. It's important. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
This November, give thanks for the gift of clear vision with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've been serving Central Florida for over 30 years, helping thousands see life in high definition. Don't let poor vision blur your holiday memories. Simply text 1041 to 868686 today and take advantage of their 24-month interest-free financing. Schedule your free consultation now, and you could be seeing clearly by Christmas. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades. Text 1041 to 868686 for your free LASIK consultation now.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, Ready Whip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without Ready Whip.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Now that you can have people over again,
Why is your remote sticky?
tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This.
Somebody says, Adam, in fact, on YouTube, y'all are wrong about RFK Jr. He sounds like that because he lost his voice and he had to have a titanium rod put in his voice box to fix it and get his voice back. He had a laryngeal dystonia, which is exactly what we were talking about. But thank you for the correction when we were correct. Appreciate that. I love how people do this stuff. Talking about this, looking at the story from the BBC. And it says people with laryngeal dystonia, this is the condition that makes your voice sound that way. And he said he had a very strong voice before he had exactly this issue. And then we talked about the different things that you could do to treat this. There are some ways, like an alcohol mimicking drug, and even alcohol itself, which thankfully hasn't gone to doing that.
That's so interesting to me, though, because there are people who have, I feel like, severe alcohol problems that their voice gets affected from it because of
my gut tells me that it can like help you in a moment, but in the long run,
or like relax something.
Yeah, like
or coat your throat. Like in my singing days, if I was having a hard time hitting the high notes, little Grand Marnier would help out with that a bit.
Little chew of cocaine and some
What?
No.
Fritz just goes wild with it.
But wouldn't the same in that case? Like, why is not pour honey down his throat?
Well, haven't you done it before where you're sick? If you have a little bit of alcohol, your throat actually gets a little better.
Yeah, a hot toddy.
Yeah, it does. It helps out for a little while. But I think in the long run, you're probably doing more damage than you would want to.
I would agree.
before we get into jury duty,
But
let's
cocaine.
talk about Jay Leno, because I don't know what's going on with this guy.
I think you're trying to make this controversial. The
No,
man
I'm
is
not.
getting older.
No, I'm just being real. Jay Leno, what's going on, buddy? I don't know if he's got a gambler's debt or he's getting beat up or
He fell
again. How many times has this guy been beat up?
The last injury was a fire.
No, he's had more than that, though. I'm telling you, this is the most accident-prone man I think I've heard of in my life. He had an injury when he was working on his vehicle. Yes, there was an explosion that caught him on fire, and he survived that, right? Now he shows up. He's got an eye patch. It looks like something's blown up in his face, and his fingers are busted up, and he's got more issues that he's dealing with. I think Inside Edition was talking about this. So here's Jay Leno with his latest injuries here.
What on earth happened to Jay Leno? What on earth? Look at my eye.
Okay, don't touch
Oh
the
my
man you don't know.
gosh. Jay Leno is all bruised up. The left side of his face is black and blue.
Oh, man, he's got a shiner.
Oh, that looks
He's all
worse
busted
than
up.
sea lanes.
It says he fell down a 60-foot hill, and he said, I'm all black and blue from 60 feet of
What are you
hitting
doing
rocks.
hanging around 60-foot hills, Jay Leno?
How old is he now? How old is Jay
up
Leno?
there. We're at
80?
I think this is the point where he's at the age, he's 74,
Yeah.
where bruises are going to start being a lot more intense.
Yeah, you
And
got
the
to stop
falls
doing
will be a
but
lot more intense.
You got to stop putting yourself in situations where you're falling down 60 feet, man. 74-year-old guy out there. He said he had this incident happen to him hours before he was set to take the stage at a show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He still made it to his show. What a trooper this guy is. And he's like, no big deal. I'm fine. Everything's okay. I don't know what's happening, but he's busted himself up. He broke multiple bones in a motorcycle accident in 2023, suffered severe burns in a gasoline fire in 2022. Now here in 2024, he's rolling 60 feet down a
Eye is
hill.
swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
I broke my wrist, lost the nail on the finger.
Oh, God.
And then I'm all black and blue.
The comedian.
The guy still went and did his show, for God's sake. That is insane.
We had some jokes about his appearance.
Yeah, why he's all busted up. He looks like he got beat up by a bookie, does he not? He's got a broken finger and his whole face is all bruised up. Poor guy.
I just, I don't know. I guess he's been around for so long that why not go out with that and explain it to Inside Edition?
Yeah.
And the man who he doesn't know touching his face. But I imagine most people would get an injury like that. Are like, I'm going to stay inside for a couple weeks.
Yeah, you know what's
do some
interesting?
makeup.
Sean's theory actually has some weight because, I mean, if he's broke and he's got to work, he's got to go do that show.
He's not broke. Look at all those cars.
He's got to be rich, though, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's not. Who the hell knows what's going on with this guy's career?
He just refuses to sell any of his 900 cars. He's like, no.
I could see him doing that. He's so
$450
into
million
it.
is the estimate.
Really? My God. Wow.
The older Jay Leno gets, the more he looks like my grandfather.
Does he?
Maybe
a
he is
little
your
bit.
grandpa.
No, he's not.
Honest to God,
We're Letterman
Sealand,
people.
I would believe it. If you said that secretly Jay Leno's my grandfather, I could look at you and I could see that happening.
Why? Because of the black eye, Sean?
No,
Are we
not
over
the
these
black eye.
jokes?
Oh, we got to post that photo again.
It's not that.
We just talked about it yesterday, Fritz, because some other guy had a big old... He got hit by a cricket ball to the face.
Oh, wow.
And he had a big old shiner.
That one's up on See It Now if you want to take a look. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. In fact, you can even try the new line if you'd like. 800-CALL-MO.
So
The new
excited.
improved 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com.
Anybody who was live in Orlando and missed some of that Jay Leno talk because of the required monthly test, he's very black and blue from falling off over a 60-foot hill, among other injuries.
Oh, we just got another one. Sorry, Sheila.
Well, yeah, go to the podcast.
It was
then.
so weird. On the TV here in the studio, it was also an EAS.
Was it?
And it's a cable channel right now. So they
It's
know
across the board?
where we are all the time.
Wait, what's it on? CNN or something? Anyway, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's the cable box like that does that. What you're
Old
talking
school.
about. Yeah.
Boom. All right, let's go over to this. Alex Jones still in the news, believe it or not.
Sorry.
We had the story of the Onion winning this auction for all the Alex Jones stuff, his equipment and InfoWars and all of these things. And then afterwards he goes, "No, the cavalry's arrived." And he said that Elon Musk was fighting for him. All of this completely and totally made up. It's not an actual thing. And he doesn't have Elon Musk fighting for him.
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors.
He instead had Twitter, X, whatever, stepping up because part of the lawsuit was for his official Twitter account. And they had to file a brief in the case because of this. But now he's suing the Onion and the Sandy Hook families over the InfoWars
He's suing
deal.
the Sandy Hook families.
Yeah. It says attorneys for Jones allege that several Sandy Hook families and the Onion's parent company, Global Tetrahedron, which is a hilarious parent company for the Onion, Global Tetrahedron, they submitted an illegitimate bid, he says, for the assets of InfoWars' parent company and planned to misuse his intellectual property. Well, if they actually win the auction, they can use it however they please, even if he doesn't like the way. But he's going to be fighting them in court, I guess, a little bit more. Meanwhile, a Houston trial
it's not like
lawyer,
the Vaseline company can sue you and go, he plans to do something different than, I know when he buys that Vaseline, he's got other plans for it.
We know what you're up to. There is a big, famous Houston trial lawyer, I'm told. Tony Busby is his name. He is currently threatening to expose one of the biggest celebrities in the world, he says.
Busby is the Diddy guy, is he?
Yes.
Okay.
He's filing a lawsuit saying that there's the biggest celebrity in the world, or one of them, was at these Diddy parties, these freak-offs. It says Tony has now turned his attention to Diddy. He's currently representing 120 of the alleged victims, but he's not done. Last week, he sent out a demand letter to one of the biggest black male celebrities in the world. That's all I know from Media Takeout here is that they said it's a black male celebrity.
What is
letter?
Oh, first of all, I thought you were using blackmail like in the legal terms.
No. Like it's a black dude who was a celebrity. Those are the only
I also
details.
thought one of the biggest celebrities for blackmailing.
Celebrity is doing all this blackmailing?
No, to be clear, black MALE celebrity, says Media Takeout. The letter claimed the very wealthy A-list entertainer did some very terrible things to both males and females while they were under the influence of drugs at parties hosted by Diddy.
God, who would that be?
Let's see if we can look this up because I think there was a full statement on his Instagram. Tony Busby Instagram. I'll try to bring that up so we can have some more details on this. All right, I'm not seeing it. There's just a bunch of random stuff that he's got. They did say he posted it, though. Let's see if we can find the statement from this Tony Busby guy. It said he recently filed more than 20 lawsuits against NFL star quarterback Deshaun Watson on behalf of Instagram models who he hired for massages, but now he's targeting this A-list celebrity that is involved in the Diddy freak-off videos. And he plans to release the demand letter, which will name the celebrity. We won't allow the powerful and their high-dollar lawyers to intimidate or silence sexual assault survivors, he says. I don't know. Who's the biggest A-list black man celebrity? I don't even want to throw names out there because I feel like it's bad for all the ones that didn't do anything. It didn't have anything.
Like Dwayne Johnson, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, it could. We don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. We'll see if he goes further with this. C-Lane, tell me if you find his statement, and we'll get to that in a bit here on the show. We've got you coming up. We've got something happening on your next flight that's going to be pretty wild. And a big Thanksgiving talk that we need to have. And we're going to have it when we return. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's time for an epic showdown. The Orlando Pride are set to battle the Washington Spirit this Saturday for the 2024 NWSL Championship. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple things to look out for on the roadways this afternoon. On Colonial Drive at 9th Street, all lanes are blocked there. There's an accident where Orange Avenue meets Prince Street on I-4 this afternoon. You could expect your regular delays between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Traffic is slowing down approaching State Road 429 on I-4 there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
Looking for a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday? Go straight to the source, Lenovo.com, and get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Happy holidays. Welcome to Total Wireless. How can I help you?
Oh, my phone is panicking. It thinks I'm trading it in.
No worries. At Total Wireless, you get 50% off the Total 5G Unlimited plan when you keep your phone.
Really? 50% off and I get to keep my phone? Wow.
Yep, that's as low as $25 per month for one line when you sign up for AutoPay.
Visit your Total Wireless store today. Restrictions apply. Compatible device required. Available exclusively online and in Total Wireless retail stores.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. High diving, face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Next week. That's right, friends. Thanksgiving. Don't forget that's happening, even though all these folks out there all around your neighborhood are skipping right past it and going to Christmas.
I do have one neighbor that put up like turkey decorations.
Nice. Yeah. I like that. I like that they do that. I think we should acknowledge Thanksgiving. We cruise on by it, and then we do our Christmas stuff for the month of December, obviously. but it's been put on the back burner by some people. Certainly in Christopher Dolores Lane's house, they do Thanksgiving, from what I could tell, but they are big on Christmas around those parts.
That'll be my household after this weekend, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do the Christmas thing. I think it's a fun distraction.
Fritz, do you put up Christmas decorations at your house?
Oh, yeah.
You do? Oh, my God. Am I the only one who doesn't put up any Christmas decorations?
Wow,
I can't
what
be
a
this
Grinch,
guy.
Scrooge
I know.
Grinch.
I'm telling you.
Or are you talking about outside or inside? Because you put up a tree. I mean, you have a
Outside.
tree. You don't put
I'm
up a
saying,
tree.
Yeah,
like
he
outside
doesn't
for
touch
the
tree.
the neighborhood to see.
Let's see. Well, we do lights, but I mean, they're kind of up year round. I mean, we do like some wreaths. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have anything up the last couple of years at the new place. But every time I look at these neighbors, they're stepping up their game. Everybody in the neighborhood's got these great Christmas displays already up.
A lot of
And
lights going on.
I don't want to be the house that's not doing it. If nobody on your street is doing it, it's fine. What?
After December 1st, if you're the one house that doesn't have it, people start throwing stuff.
Yeah, like
To
dog
your-
poop.
I don't want to have dog poop
eggs,
and pig poop.
and then coal, but it's like squishy and stains
And
pretty bad.
Still burning. Yeah, burning coal.
Burning coal is what I have to say.
Look, I fold. I'll put up whatever it takes. I'll do whatever we have to do.
You're not going to do any of it.
Yeah,
Be honest.
I'll be part of the movement. I'll have, my people. Courtney will do it. All right, Courtney will be the one who does it. She's raging
Christmas
about
angel.
Thanksgiving anyhow. So here's her complaint. I love when Courtney has these complaints, and she thinks like somebody's screwing something up, and I have to remind
So
her.
we did this segment later on, but this week in Courtney's complaints.
Okay, so Courtney.
Damn it! What happened?
She goes. We're going down the aisles to look at all the stuff for Thanksgiving at the grocery store, and we swerve through the soup aisle, and Courtney hates the Campbell's Company. She loves soup. She's soup fan number one. But she hates the Campbell's Company because all of their products look exactly the same on the shelf. And all of them,
you have to read everything.
Yeah, you have to read every single can to figure out the one that you're looking for. And she's like, this is so dumb. They really should do something about this. And I said, yeah, they don't know what they're doing over there.
There's a lot of options.
those losers, they're never going to be successful at Campbell's.
The same way when it comes to like being in a store to get toilet paper or paper towels, where I'm like, now you're going to make me like do the math to see what's the biggest bang for my buck, but also what's not just a piece of tissue paper and absorbs well. And then you're just there as everyone's like, excuse me, can we, I already know where I'm getting my stuff from. Can you move your ass while you read every single paper towel label?
You got to
Am
sit
I
there
right,
and look.
guys?
Yeah, you know what I hate? When it's like
Yeah,
4 equals 29. And it's
Just
like
put
20
the
equals 36. I'm like, what is going on here?
You know what? Grocery stores, you should listen into this. These are
Yeah.
actual gripes from legitimate people here. I think these are legitimate complaints that we're hearing. But I don't think the Campbell Soup Company is going to back down. I think they'll probably stay with what they're doing. They lean into
Tom
Thanksgiving.
Petty ass soup company.
It's real basic. They release this thing every year now to capitalize on Thanksgiving. Oh, did that give me a little like page turning?
It sure did.
Ooh.
All right.
New.
1 point for Campbell.
They said the State of the Sides report has been released.
Oh, keep going.
56% of people prefer eating the side dishes over the turkey itself, just in case you were wondering. 38% say they would be happy to fill their plate with just side dishes. And to those people, you 38% of people out there, power to the people. No. Do it. Forget the turkey. Get all side dishes. Go do it. Treat yourself.
You're going to have no meat?
Fill your plate up with what you want. That's what you should do for Thanksgiving. You shouldn't feel like you have to put some turkey on there because somebody's going to bully you into going, well, where's the turkey on your plate? I didn't want the turkey. I wanted the macaroni and cheese and the mashed potatoes and the green beans. And, you want the sides.
But nobody wants cranberry sauce. Stop bringing it.
Oh, I like cranberry sauce.
They got cult fans of that one. 60% say they enjoy cooking the sides more than cooking the main bird. They're vested as hell, though, because Campbell's, we know what you're doing here.
Can
You're
you stop
into the
talking
world
over the
of
page
sides.
flip, please?
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Ooh.
Number one, they say, is stuffing and dressing. Number 2, mashed potatoes. Number 3, I can't stand for this, but
Semen.
sweet potatoes.
Oh.
Sweet potato shouldn't even be on the list.
Oh,
It's
okay. That's a hot take.
It's like somebody ruined the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
what
sometimes
you
you're just saying things
See,
just to get people riled up.
I'm not a big green bean casserole fan.
I love green bean casserole.
Fritz is onto something, though, because there's a good contingent of people who go, are we supposed to like this? Is this supposed to be the hit of the Thanksgiving?
I just like green beans, like sauteed green beans all day, but like casserole form.
Well, in the casserole, a lot of times they use the canned beans.
And they taste radically different.
And I have grown towards canned beans.
Here's where I'm at on this.
But also sweet potatoes suck.
I say sweet potatoes suck. C-Lane says sweet potatoes suck. But they're on the up and up, man, because they were number 4 last year, and they're number 3 this year. Green bean casserole on the up and up. They're moving from 5 to 4. But mac and cheese was in 3rd place, and now it's in 5th. What is happening in this world? Country's gone to hell.
People keep making crappy mac and cheese.
It could be.
And
in
they
the
keep
Southeast.
growing sweet potatoes, which I love, by the way.
Oh, my
and they
God.
grow very fast.
29% of people in the southeastern United States of America have 7 or more side dishes at their table, which is pretty impressive. That's a lot. I'm trying to see if there's anything about us in particular. The Gen Zers are going for the mac and cheese. It's a whole damn
detail
thing.
of this book, but they won't change their label to help Courtney out when picking. It's wild.
56% of Americans prefer holiday-specific music during the holiday versus other genres. Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense.
Yeah, I like Misfits. That's Halloween. That would count, right?
All right, yeah, it works.
I put on a playlist that was a holiday rap, and there really is a lot of unheard of Xmas music or holiday music, we'll call, with rap, mostly because it's so filthy, like that you can't even get close to a radio station that plays it 24/7.
Well, you're not alone because it says 76% of 18 to 25-year-olds curate their own playlists for
I'm
the
a
events.
youngin'.
So thank you,
But
Campbell.
for Thanksgiving, like, what do you put on a Thanksgiving playlist?
Christmas
Adam
music.
Sandler, the turkey song.
Oh no, I just pulled. I have 2 Thanksgiving songs. We have
All right.
this. Wait for it.
Yeah. All right.
And then we have this.
That was a
which-
banger.
I got beans,
Yeah, this
greens,
one.
potatoes,
This one's
tomatoes,
good, yeah.
lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys,
Dogs.
rats. You name it. Look.
That lady's great.
And the trap remix.
With us.
Fun fact about Jay Leno, the entire time he hosted The Tonight Show, he pocketed all of the money he got paid and only lived off of the money he made from doing stand-up gigs, which he still did a number of nights a year, even though he was hosting The Tonight Show. And about halfway through his run of The Tonight Show, they wanted to cut like half the staff, and instead he took half of a pay cut. So he was making like $30 million a year. He dropped down to like $15 million a year. And for the rest of the show, like 10 or 15 years, he made that half rate so they could keep the full staff he had always had.
Look at that.
He's kind of a
still
stand-up
made
guy, I think.
$15 million.
I did not hear any bad stories about Jay Leno. Looking into this story about him, I was trying to find out if anybody crapped on him, if anybody was enemies with Jay Leno, if maybe they beat him up and gave him that black eye.
His Wikipedia page says he does not consume alcohol, smoke, or gamble.
Have sex?
Or
gamble.
Oh, so he's a complete teetotaler, huh?
Wow, and you're trying to
That's
start
crazy.
rumors about him.
I'm not starting rumors about him. I'm saying, come on, buddy. Why are you getting beat up so much
Because
out
he's
there?
74. Your legs get to... Let me see your elbow right now.
I'm fine. My elbow's normal.
Oh,
Good to
Show
go.
me your elbow.
Oh, you took
Nice.
off the thing.
Yes, because I healed. I'm good. The Popeye elbow's gone.
Oh, you had tendonitis?
Yeah, no, I don't know what it's called. It's like from I was working out too fast.
Yeah.
So
I got that from
That's masturbating
throwing
for
baseballs
radio.
too much.
it's not that. It was from like repetition too fast with
Yeah.
weights. So I got to get better at this.
Kickboxing.
Over to Dinkers with the dispatch. Hello.
I agree with the alcohol affecting your speech in a good way. Because now I sound fancy because I speak in cursive.
Thank you, sir.
With a little oop-da-papa.
pretending to be drunk. I appreciate it. There is a brand new food coming to your flight.
Yay!
And this is pretty unexpected. And Shake Shack is going to be featured on Delta flights.
How does that work?
Shake Shack is, I think they're nationwide, a burger company. And
You're giving me a fresh burger?
They're going to give you a burger. They say, here's what it says. Delta's Biscoff cookies, I don't even know if I've ever had those, are about to get some tough competition thanks to new additions on select flights. The airline recently announced many new in-flight food items, and one of them is a popular fast food burger. Beginning in December, Delta customers flying out of Boston will be able to pre-select a Shake Shack cheeseburger.
Let me get a Shake Shack
as their meal option. You have to put in Sky Miles to get it. And they say you can order it on your flight. You also get chips, a Caesar salad, and a dark chocolate brownie if you want to fly Delta.
Who wants a salad with their burger? I mean, I
There's
don't.
nothing wrong with that.
I don't, but I think that maybe they want to feel like it's a more healthy option. So they go, well, we're going to do this, but we're going to do it. We're going to do a salad on the side here,
But
so
a
it's a little
brownie
healthier.
when you feel healthy.
Man, I would do that brownie too. I like that. Okay, we are going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll get into
that brownie. So
I got a little too excited about it.
Unspeakable things to that brownie.
I got a little excited.
Just give me
about
a second with this brownie, real quick.
I don't know. My old age is bringing me
The
to a
brownie
place where
company is suing Sean because he has unclear intentions with the brownie.
Yeah.
I like sweets now as I get a little older. At
Me too.
43, for some reason, out of nowhere, I'm like, oh man, I would do some things to that carrot cake right there.
I think
And
just consume it is what would.
I want to take it into a dark room, just me and the sweets, and
consent?
just lay down by the fire.
An unchained fantasy. I want a crane to just have me flying over the city as I'm just making out with this thing.
That would be something. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, as I said here, and when we come back, we'll get into something happening at a church in Switzerland, and it's not a wrestling match this time; it's something else going on, and we have to talk about this new documentary. And the documentary is about something that I'm familiar with, but you might not be. And this was a guy who was part of one of the first reality shows in Japan. And they put him in a room, and they had a challenge called A Life in Prizes. And this guy had to get himself out of the room he was in, being filmed in, by winning all kinds of games that he was attempting. And the games were like mail-in contests and all of those sorts of types of things. This guy, it was unbelievable, the suffering that he actually did in the name of television. We'll talk about him and what went down and what's in this documentary, The Contestant. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Emergency crews and police activity are on scene clearing up an accident eastbound on Colonial Drive between Winter Garden Vineland Road and 9th Street. 3 lanes are blocked there. There's an earlier accident where Orange Avenue meets Prince Street. Traffic is slowing down on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This Thanksgiving, get road ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in today for a quick but never rushed oil change so you can enjoy more time with family. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your go-to oil change for holiday travel.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Shuler King from November 22nd to November 24th. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want, like the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 53% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Orlando Magic fans, show up and get loud as the team takes on the Chicago Bulls on Wednesday, November 27th at the Kia Center. See Franz Wagner, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and the rest of the Magic squad when they represent Orlando in the new City Edition uniforms and battle it out against the Bulls. You won't want to miss this matchup. Get your tickets today for this city night at OrlandoMagic.com and be ready to celebrate a kingdom on the rise with us.
Entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is easy with help from Tools Ace Hardware. Grills and smokers from Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, and Napoleon. Or a griddle to cook your family breakfast or pizza ovens for personal pizza night. Tools Ace also has Pollywood outdoor furniture available, including dining sets and Adirondack chairs. Also fire pits, firewood, patio heaters, and propane to keep everyone warm when the temperature drops. Get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. They have 13 convenient Central Florida locations, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. Tools Ace, the backyard place.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Thank you for making Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando one of the premier luxury dealerships in Central Florida. We are the official dealer of luxury, providing the ultimate VIP experience at a price you can afford. Call Monica Ventura at 689-319-7680. That's 689-319-7680. We guarantee you will be treated like VIP and nothing less. Across from the mall at Millennia.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. That's $100 off when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7 plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is
And you can learn more about the show by going to thenewsjunkie.com, the News Junkie with an IE on the end, .com is the website. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Kurt emails. He says, thanks for the spam. He says, I tried to register at the website for the class action thing, and now my inbox is getting flooded with spam for other class action crap.
Oh, no.
Kurt, I don't know what you're talking about. You must have gone to the wrong website, because I got literally 0 emails after doing this. I
Yeah,
didn't get
it seemed to
any
only
spam.
work for you, Sean.
Did it?
Celine
It
and I were
ever work
both
for Celine?
flagged.
Oh, I forgot to go back and try to do it later on a different computer.
Sean, maybe you went to the wrong one.
No, I don't know. Mine accepted my account, though. It took it, and it said I'm going to get paid out some money at some point with the mailbox money.
Honestly, I don't think there would be any one thing that I could do that would make me realize I'm getting more spam or less spam.
No.
I never opened my spam folder.
No, God,
never.
No.
And then on Gmail, they have all the stuff that's like not quite spam, but you don't really want to look at it.
Promotions, update.
They put it in the promotions or the social. I don't read those either. So I don't think I would know, even though I've like done little things to try to mark on. I'm putting my email in this website. I'll put a little tag on it, so I know that if I'm getting a bunch of spam and I see the tag attached to
You
it,
know who to blame.
I know who to blame. But
I created a whole separate email just for anything I sign up for.
Like a catch-all.
Yeah, and then when I looked for the settlement email, I typed in the keyword settlement, and apparently I've missed 2 others from this year.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
Courtney takes her emails very seriously. She doesn't want a bunch of nonsense in there. She wants all the good stuff. And, for instance, her favorite email, I think, is when Universal Studios emails her for questions about, what do you think about this ride or this experience, and what should we add next? She takes it very seriously, and she'll tell me, she'll be like, I'm going to tell them I don't like Fast and Furious. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Listen,
but I just got to be honest with
Courtney, I wouldn't be concerned about hurting feelings. They know.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz about that one. So sorry, Kurt. I think maybe you went to the wrong website. Trump continues to build out his cabinet. You got Linda McMahon. She is of the WWE McMahon family. She will be tasked with working the education department and maybe even shutting it down, which is some of the things that have been promised in that vertical.
Can you do that? Is she vetted? Like, what's her education background?
Oh, we don't need that for this administration. Come on.
Okay.
He's picked
I'll
Linda
stop asking
McMahon,
questions.
a former wrestling executive. She
Dr.
certainly
Oz is not in the play too? Or no?
Yeah, I had that behind this. But,
oh, sorry.
Thanks for the
I
spoiler.
dumped it.
How dare you?
It.
Trump has called for dismantling the department altogether, a cumbersome task that would likely require action from Congress. But Linda McMahon, a storied businesswoman, is headed over to the education department. And Trump picked Dr. Oz of television fame. Can we blame Oprah for Dr. Oz? Did he come from there? Like Dr. Phil? He became a big star.
No, he was part of that other
2000s.
show that was multiple doctors, I thought.
The doctors?
Where did Dr. Oz
We'll figure it out. President-elect Donald Trump on Tuesday tapped billionaire professional wrestling mogul Linda McMahon and Dr. Oz, and he is going to be running Medicare if all goes well and he gets approved for the cabinet. We shall see. Okay, I was telling you about this new documentary. I love documentaries, especially if they're on interesting topics. It's called The Contestant, and it's about a guy that you maybe haven't heard of. but his name is Tomoaki Hamatsu, Japanese guy, obviously.
Japan.
And he was an aspiring comedian, this guy, and he was from Fukushima in Japan. Yes, you are indeed correct.
Japan!
From there. And this guy signs up for this thing, and he doesn't know exactly what he's getting into. Let me show you from his Wikipedia here. Tomoaki Hamatsu, better known as Nusubi, or eggplant. That's what they call him in Japan. Nusubi, which means eggplant. Well, he did start off naked in this series. They said Hamatsu was challenged to stay alone, unclothed, in an apartment for this Japanese reality television show after he won a lottery for a show business-related job. Hamatsu was challenged to enter mail-in sweepstakes until he won about $8,000 from this.
I feel like I've heard about this.
Yeah, this is a famed story where they did this to this guy in Japan, but they're just now making a documentary about his experiences. So he started off completely naked. He was cut off from outside communication and broadcasting. He had nothing to keep him company except the magazines he combed through for sweepstakes entry forms. He took 335 days to get to the target goal of $8,000.
Didn't talk to anybody?
He was locked in this room. Hamatsu lived in front of the camera with only the possessions he won via the sweepstakes, save for running water, heat, and electricity, and the stacks of postcards and magazines required for entering the sweepstakes.
Food and water.
Well, he could win food and water, actually.
What?
And when he was on television, because he was completely nude, they used a joystick to cover up his genitals. So he'd just be wandering around with this thing covering up his junk.
What if he was like darting all around the room, you know?
With that eggplant.
They were so brutal to this guy. Listen, again, the documentary, if you want to see this, is called The Contestant. At first, Hamatsu was surviving on only a few crackers a day given to him by production staff so that he wouldn't starve to death. Eventually, he won some sugary drinks from his sweepstakes entries, and the crackers were no longer given to him. Later on, he won a bag of rice, but he didn't win any pots or containers to heat it in, so he had to eat the rice raw.
Oh.
This is so messed up. And people were watching it?
Yes, people were watching this on television. Then he won a stuffed toy in one of these sweepstakes, and he carried on conversations with it because he didn't have anybody else to interact with and talk to. He never won any clothing that he could wear, only ladies' underwear that was too small for him to use. He didn't win anything to help him trim his facial hair. He won other prizes he was unable to use, like movie tickets and a bicycle. He soon turned the bicycle into a stationary bike, so at least he could get some exercise. And they just put him through it. He won a PlayStation at one point so he could play some games, and it took him almost a full year
to
get off the show. He is okay, I guess.
Oh, dude, you skipped a good one. When he won a television set, he was unable to use it at first as there was no cable or antenna hookup in the apartment, which was done intentionally by the producers out of fear he would discover he was already on TV.
Oh, he didn't even know that part yet? Oh,
Good
God.
God.
Wow.
This show
It's like
that
the
did this
homeless
to him,
Truman Show.
It is. The show that did this to him did this to so many other people. So the show he was on, they did this challenge to live naked in an apartment, and he had to win everything in sweepstakes. Then they did another one that was a spinoff. They said 2 comedians were put on a desert island with no food or no clue about where they were. They were only told that their ordeal would finish if they built a raft and reached Tokyo. After their escape from the desert island, which took them 4 months, they were given a boat, and they made it to Indonesia, I guess. This is like torture that they were doing for these these guys.
And they were okay with it? Like, I wonder how many people were just watching and not saying anything. But there has to be a good amount of people that are like, this is inhumane. Like,
It got huge
something
ratings.
is wrong.
It could be that this is a thing in Japanese culture where they're more permissive to this.
Did they pay him afterwards, though?
I'm not sure.
I mean, because they got huge ratings. That comes with a bump, right? Like a raise
or it's more mean, Fritz. If they're making all this money, it's a huge hit, and he's like, nope, you don't get anything.
Get out of here, homeless man.
Then they did another spinoff. It said it was called Dempa Shonen Teki Pennant Race. The segment tested the loyalties of diehard fans of a team called the Hanshin Tigers. The contestants would be confined to a single room with a TV that only showed their team's baseball games. Their faces would be hidden from public view. If their team won, they got to eat dinner, and a small portion of their face would be revealed to the audience. If their team lost, they got no food, and the lights would turn out, leaving them in darkness until the next game.
This is abusive, man.
It's so bad, right? It said if the contestants' favorite team went to win on a streak, the quality of the food they eat would increase, as well as they would gain public exposure from this. They just did this to these folks and got away with it. The show, again, the documentary called The Contestant, if you want to check this out, it was pretty interesting, I thought. And the other payoff here, real quick, churches are trying to do things to bring people back into the pews. We talked about one yesterday, wrestlers. That was their move.
If you smell what's cooking or something.
And they tried to get people in there. They had a full wrestling ring in there, and they were doing their whole thing. Now a church in Switzerland is using an AI-powered Jesus hologram to take confessions from people.
Oh, what?
That
an
is
AI-powered Jesus.
Literally against the... I mean, it's been a minute since I've been with the Catholic folks.
Wouldn't creating an AI Jesus break the commandment of having other gods before me?
Correct.
I would say so, yeah.
And then as to be able to...
Confess?
To run a confession, which is not the word, but that takes training and to be blessed in a certain way and a level, like not anybody can take confessions.
Well,
you can't have a nun can't take a confession.
Yeah, but shouldn't AI Jesus be able to? I mean, he is Jesus.
What if anybody in the AI world can? It should be AI Jesus.
AI Jesus.
What if AI?
That's insane.
If AI Jesus glitched out and gave everybody a penance of 5,000 Hail Marys, that would be chaos.
Right. They said no, not everybody was quite impressed with this. They said it was a gimmick, and they did not like this. But AI Jesus is at this church in Switzerland.
AI Jesus.
So we go to you now. We hear what you have to say. We'll work in your dispatches. Here is Mommy Salami talking about turkeys. Let's do it.
Sean, kosher does not mean blessed by a rabbi. This is a common misconception. Kosher has to do with how the animal is slaughtered. It has to do with how healthy the animal is when it is slaughtered. And it has to do with how the meat is processed. Kosher meat has to be salted, all the blood drawn out of it. So that's kosher. Has nothing to do with any sort of blessing at all. But yes, there is rabbinical supervision to make sure that the slaughter happens properly, the meat's processed properly, the animal's healthy when it dies, etc.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. I may be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong about this. What I said was not that kosher means it's blessed simply by a rabbi. I said that it's the way that they go about, handling the meat and the whole process. I mentioned that when I was talking about this. So there's that. We agree on that part of it, that it's about the way that you process proteins, meat.
You might have said blessed by a rabbi in addition to that, though.
No, I did say that. I did say that. But
retraction.
No, I'm not retracting it. I'm doubling down here.
Semi-retraction.
But I need somebody who knows more about this to tell me if I'm wrong. I was under the understanding that above and beyond all those processing changes that it takes for something to be considered kosher meat, that the facility had to be toured by and blessed by a rabbi.
That's what she was talking about, the rabbinical supervision.
Yeah. So that what I was saying was the rabbi would come, view the place, make sure everything was on the up and up, and then bless the facilities. So there's my, blessed by a rabbi part. And also that I was talking about everything else. So am I wrong about that? Maybe. To the kosher people who know much more, the Jews who eat kosher perhaps, let me know if that's off on the way out with your dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now.
I think what a lot of people consider to be blessed by a rabbi in this particular situation, which just means hey, the rabbis are watching the whole process and they're signing off on it, not necessarily stopping production to kneel down and pray over the food.
They're watching you.
Or the facility.
It would make like a prayer for the facility. That's not a thing? They say, I want this place. Dear God, whatever, however they pray. Okay, when we come back, we'll figure out how wrong I was about that. I'll take your corrections. Go ahead. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send those over. We'll do the final dispatches. We'll do the stories.
Final corrections. Not gonna play
I have a feeling that could happen. There's a potential that could happen. So final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
And for this morning, as you're heading out the door, expect mild temperatures and a couple of hit and miss showers. Overall, we're not expecting a widespread washout of a day, but about a 50% chance of rain. Temperatures will also climb into the mid to upper 70s, even the low 80s for a few spots ahead of tonight's cold front. That cold front arrives overnight, giving way to temperatures in the 60s for highs tomorrow and overnight lows in the 40s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, go straight to the source, Lenovo.com. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Folks, we live in Central Florida. It is so important that your AC, or even when the cold fronts come through, your heater works perfectly every single time. That is why I absolutely positively suggest you call Mills Air. Are you ready for cooler weather? One great way to find out, preventative maintenance from Mills Air. You can have somebody come out, one of their amazing techs, doesn't matter what kind of AC you have, they'll look at your AC and your whole entire system from top to bottom, and then they'll report back. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's what this looks like. You're going to have some problems maybe in the next 6 months, a year. They'll let you know what's going on. And that is great peace of mind. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's their number, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or go to the website, millsair.com.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds, all with a low price guarantee. Get matched at Mattress Firm.
Around the table with family and friends is here. Serve your loved ones the best with Cowboy Chicken. Cowboy Chicken features fresh, all-natural wood-fire rotisserie chicken, sandwiches, fresh salads, wings, tenders, even turkeys, and plentiful homemade sides and desserts. When you crave real, honest food with flavor to the bone for your next catered gathering, think Cowboy Chicken. Serving the Orlando area for your next catered company lunch, wedding, social gathering, or holiday party. Visit their catering offerings today at cowboychickencatering.com.
Catch the hottest holiday party in town this December. A Berry Countess Christmas starring Luann de Lesseps is coming to the Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa on Sunday, December 8th. Expect plenty of music, mischief, laughter, and fun. For tickets and more information, visit Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Nobody does Christmas like Countess Luann. Don't miss everybody's favorite Real Housewife performing live, only at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Football fans, are you missing the action because of blurry vision? Well, this November, score a touchdown for your eyes with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply text 1041 to 868686 now. They've been Central Florida's MVP in vision correction for over 3 decades. And with their 24-month interest-free financing, you can tackle the cost of LASIK without breaking the bank. Don't let poor eyesight intercept your game day experience. Text 1041 to 868686 now and see every play with crystal clarity. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex saline from Vicks.
Sinex saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy,
We need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal-sized 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
That didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And we do appreciate you, all the dispatches and emails you sent over today. You can keep those coming, obviously, around the clock. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to send yours. Big thanks to Fritz for hanging out with us today. Always a blast. You always love getting our Fritz time on.
Nice guy.
And you love getting to know Fritz a little bit better each and every time he hangs out with us. So do follow him, thenewsjunkie.com/share, or on Instagram, you can go to no_regrets_coyote. Fritz, we really appreciate you, bud.
Thank you for having me, and I love you guys.
Of course.
Love
Tips
you
at
too.
thenewsjunkie.com. Roger emails the show. Roger says, with your sweet potatoes and green bean casseroles, you got to know what you're doing. I don't know if this is good advice or not. He says you got to boil the sweet potatoes and cinnamon and add in some baked pineapple with brown sugar on top to candy it. Plus, you got to broil some marshmallows on top.
You have to add that much sugar to something that is already self-proclaimed as sweet?
He wants more. He's going to put the marshmallows on top to boot. Green bean casserole, he says, do not use the French onions. Use the Walmart brand. Much better flavor. I thought it would be better with the name brand. I was wrong, says Roger. He's skilled in the culinary world, I guess, and all ready for Thanksgiving.
I was dispatched out to get some stuff for a green bean casserole once and then shamed by Ashley because I got either one of them's French cut green beans and the other's a regular, and I was supposed to get the one and I got the other. I don't know the difference. They're canned green beans. Get off me.
He's still upset about it to this day. Is the difference where they split between green beans and when you get all fancy and you say haricot vert?
Sure.
Oh, gosh.
It's like when you go to a restaurant, it's like, it comes with haricot vert, and I'm like, wow, I don't even know what this is going to be.
I will take a
green beans.
unshaven Covert, please.
I don't even know how to spell it. Haricot vert. It's like
HARICOTVERTS.
The real challenge, but the greatest gift afterwards is when it comes to the green bean casserole. Yes, it's canned green beans, but it's like, what are you adding to it? So we're distracted from that, and it just tastes good. And that's the cream. That is the crunchy onions on the top.
Yeah.
Baked to
Fritz says Fritz likes them raw, though. We'll go for just the regular green bean. He said.
I just like sauteed green beans. Like fresh green beans, you can buy them at Publix, and then just saute them with a little bit of butter and some amino acids.
Or air fryer.
Or soy sauce. Yeah, just something like that.
We're talking about the holidays, guys. Green bean casserole is what the...
You could serve just a really big bowl of sauteed green beans.
No one's going to eat them.
Oh, my God, that's delicious.
I think that sounds like eating clean to me.
Yeah.
That's when you're eating stuff that's like
That's
mega
not the point
clean.
of Thanksgiving.
No, that's about eating real dirty on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Put some
Zoo.
turkey in that green bean. Put some bacon in there.
That's what I'm bringing to the potluck. A big old bowl of sauteed green beans. Air fried.
A zoo in Australia is getting some attention right now.
So many kangaroos.
A mission to any adult brave enough to follow through on this. They said, hey, everybody, can you help us out? If you are in Sydney, Australia, we need you to capture something that is called the Sydney funnel web. And
the spider?
Yeah, the spider. It's the world's most venomous spider.
Yeah.
And
That's
the zoo
their challenge.
is asking people. Yeah, in the United States, we don't do this kind of stuff.
No.
We go after constrictors, and we'll hunt some animals that aren't supposed to be around that are real slow.
Yeah, like anacondas.
But the deadly Sydney funnel web, I ain't going nowhere near that thing.
Is there some sort of loophole in Australian civil litigation that allows the zoo to just tell people to try to capture the most venomous spider without any sort of consequence?
There has to be. There has to be. Otherwise, they'd be getting in big trouble. Australian Reptile Park is the place that's saying that they should do this. And what happens?
It's not even a reptile.
What happens if one of these bites you, Seelane? Atrax robustus? See if we can find the funnel web spider and see what happens.
The lethal dose of venom in humans is not known. The lethal dose for male Sydney funnel web spiders for the crab-eating macaque is 0.2 milligrams.
Oh,
so
no.
Bigger than that.
So they haven't even tested it out on humans, and the zoo says, go
Get out
find
there.
one.
Yeah, please go find us some. All right, let's do here we go, final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
Boy, AI song guy, you don't know how right you are today. You really hit the nail on the head. Let's refresh and get one last dispatch in. It's from Bruise Traveler talking about that documentary.
This will be really, really quick, I promise. So the guy that was put in the game show and then made fun of because his head was shaped of an eggplant and all that. They also were using an eggplant to cover up his penis, and therefore that's what kind of inspired the eggplant emoji to be used for penis. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, useless bit of trivia that I know. And really screwed up what they did to him, especially the third time when they revealed him to the public.
I just think if they did that in America on a reality show, people would lose their mind.
Yeah.
It's really teetering on inhumane.
They would call it aubergine instead of eggplant to go back to your green bean thing.
Yeah, full circle.
It's so much further away from Survivor or any of our reality shows. This was like brutal to this guy. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut, brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
That's right. They're the best. Forget the stress. Move with the best. Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide a seamless moving experience. They will take really great care of your stuff. They wrapped up all my furniture, delivered it, put it back together if need be, and then it just felt like home in no time. That's what you want. You want a low-stress move, and you get that with Cento Family Moving and Storage. Get a quote today at centomoving.com, CENTO moving.com.
Oh, I wanted to mention this yesterday. Did you guys see the Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest that they did?
Oh, my God, did I.
It was so great, man.
Some of them I was like, you really, really do look like him.
I know. But the prize that the guy won.
What was it?
$50 and a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Hold on, let me see
like
what I find some of
$10
these.
nowadays.
No,
For the streamers.
a pack?
Oh,
A pack is
okay.
like $11, all right?
Here we go. Here's a parade
I
of
watched
some of
that
these
audio.
Jeremy Allen Whites. This is the guy from The Bear, if you don't know.
Yeah.
So I muted it.
And Shameless,
some of them,
yeah.
Oh, one of those was a Jeremy Allen Black.
some of them don't look a lot like him, but some of them were spot on. Especially the person who ended up winning. There's a lot of people. There's even a lady who's trying it out. Hang on, let me see if we'll find the
A
one.
lot of people showed up for that.
Oh, here's the guy who won. Tell me what? Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah. That's Jeremy Allen White.
A little different of a nose.
He did an interview on the local news.
Yeah, I mean, he's even like kind of built like him.
And he said, I didn't really do my hair like this to look like Jeremy Allen White. I just kind of haven't trimmed it in a while and just
Right. That's such a Jeremy Allen White
ass thing to say.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Here we go. Let's get the hell out the way. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Bootsy Moonshine on Twitch says, I just watched the Iron Claw that he was in. What a great movie.
Ooh,
Oh,
so sad.
It does look so sad.
It's so good, though.
sad.
So good.
That's the reason why I haven't watched it just yet, but it looked like a movie that had some pretty damn good acting in it.
Great for Thanksgiving. Trust me.
I'll put it on in the background.
Do not
All right,
listen
here
to
we go. Today I learned this band right here.
That is
The Darkness?
That's right. The Darkness is correct. The drummer of the band The Darkness is the son of the drummer of the band Queen. So,
look at that.
Dad grew up in Queen playing the drums, and he said, I want to do it too. And then he joined the darkness.
Who's the drummer of Queen?
It's Rufus Tiger Taylor's dad. Roger Taylor is his
Roger
his
Taylor.
mom. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place.